listening to the Boxing Voice.
It's showtime!
Welcome back, boxing fans.
Blood is good. Blood is emotion.
Too much blood coming out of the eye.
Blood is a story, a drama.
Deep gash, blood pouring right into his eye.
Blood is what we want to see in terms of passion.
Blood streaming now from the cut in the eye, the nose, his mouth, his cheeks swollen, and he's still drawing.
What we want is a bloody good fight tonight.
We have Heather, the Heat Hardy. Is this you?
This is me. I think I need to talk to you every night because you make me smile and blush over here.
Never been a lame hoe, never been a lame hoe. Yeah, I love the strippers. I'm okay.
You're serious? You're serious?
And that's the good thing about UK. That's why I can't hate on them guys, man. They love fucking boxing.
No fighters in England. They all bum.
Did you hear what this idiot just said?
Yo, son, you're gonna get your ass beat by Molina, son.
Are you fucking kidding me? He's overrated.
Just some pushes from me right now. For the interview? Yes. Let those gifted hands go.
Get out of here, Virgil.
Go home. What next?
You want the title shot for free. You're not even lying. You want the title shot for free.
BoxingVoice.com.
This is why we use the word sensation.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Lot to talk about, man. I chose to title this show Lomachenko versus Gary Russell instead of the main event. Because it's not much of a main event to me. I mean, for all I know, Kamagai could be the best thing since sliced bread. But like I always say, I'm not investing 47 minutes in a guy that I'm forced to see him. And here I am, forced to see him this Saturday night. Definitely more with the Lomachenko Gary Russell fight. That's the main event for me.
And now, here's Vic.
What's up? You don't think Kamagai has a shot against a guy that's a little rusty off a long layoff?
Well, I'm not saying that he does or that he doesn't. Like I said, I just don't know Kamagai, so there's not much that I can say. I'm going to pick the favorite. It's the safe pick. I've never heard of Kamagai. I haven't invested in seeking him out either. Like, I will be introduced to him Saturday night, and I'm okay with that. If it happens to be Algiri Provatnikov all over again, well, then that's cool. I love upsets. That's the beauty of boxing.
That's fair. I mean, I think Kamagai is going to provide some. I'm not going to say he's very stiff competition, but I think he'll give a good fight. I've seen a few of his fights. He's not that great of a boxer. But again, Guerrero hasn't fought since May of last year. Am I right?
Absolutely. Yeah, man, he hasn't fought since that Mayweather beatdown. But I'm interested in the fight. While it's not the title of our show, I'm interested in the fight because I know that Guerrero, I watched the whole CrossFit thing that he did, and he's trying something new, and I'm into new, so yeah, I want to see how much it adds or what does it take away from his game now that his strength and conditioning is being done on full-blown CrossFit. And you guys know, man, if anybody knows or doesn't know, look it up. CrossFit is like one of those intense-ass fucking workouts. Yeah, they definitely deal with a bunch of intervals and things. They focus on different things, but you can focus on explosiveness depending on the exercises that they have you do. And it's unorthodox, to say the least.
Well, I mean, I've heard, I don't know, some people told me CrossFit isn't meant for boxing training, but I mean, what do I know? I mean, I'm not a boxer. I'm not doing what they're doing. So if Robert Guerrero thinks that's what he needs, then that's what he needs. But it's apparent that he's letting the whole world know he's doing CrossFit. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, the company clearly I guess, took advantage of the fact that Robert Guerrero has some popularity, and they themselves put out the promotional video, and of course he had to agree to it, but it's still interesting, you know, it's something new. It's not the ordinary, and we'll see if that works for him or if it doesn't, because he definitely needed some explosiveness in his last fight with Mayweather. I mean, you know, he kept coming, but he wasn't doing anything. Like there was nothing going on there. It was a waste of my time and my freaking money for sure, for sure. I definitely got to get to some of these iTunes reviews. There's so many, man. I think we need to blast out a few. I know I said that last week and ended up only doing one, but man, there's so many recently. And I want to thank you guys. So I'm gonna do a shout out. Oh man, I gotta read this one. This one I'm gonna read because this is our first um, Spanish review. So it's titled La Voz del Boxeo, which of course translates to the boxing voice. And he goes on the title is La Voz del Boxeo, el mejor podcast. So I'm not a good Spanish reader here either. So you know, hook me up if I say something wrong here. But he says, cada jueves y domingo, Néstor y sus panas analizan y dan sus opiniones de las peleas por, I think this is viernes, maybe, because he's catching on the podcast. I don't know. So what he said there was every Thursday and Sunday, Nestor and his boys analyze and give their opinions of the fights. I guess Friday, but it's gonna get better, believe me, guys. De vez en cuando con boxeadores como invitado. Néstor pregunta las preguntas reales y no le besa el culo a nadie. I'm gonna stop there. So he goes on to say, from time to time we have boxers as invited guests on the program, and you know, Ness asks let me see, las preguntas. Oh, the real questions, and he doesn't kiss ass, right? So I stopped there because this is the final part. Tal como Eli Setback y Don Rafael. So that means like Eli Setback and Don Rafael. Shout out to this fucking dude. His name is Chico Chico Rudo Ocho. Man, I did pretty good on that Spanish review. You know what? I have like 7, so I'm gonna shout out a few, but there's one more short one that I do wanna. Oh man, where is it? I just read it, man. Okay, this is it. Okay, so everybody's gonna get a honorable mention, but these two need to be read because they're good. This is short and sweet too. His title is Great Shows, a 5-star review. He goes on to say, great show. I love the way everyone is passionate. Been listening for over a year and I ain't going to stop. Keep popping cherries, laugh out loud. Great callers and hosts. Give Wood an intro with Woody Woodpecker. Give me a shout out on the show. George, I'm not going to say your last name. Representing Dallas, Texas. Keep it up. Shout out to Dallas, man. Everybody in the building from Dallas. Okay, so that is, he goes by also the Black Executioner. So he's clearly black and a B-Hop fan, right? Okay, so Puro Dano, shout out to you. Chico Rude, well, I already give you a personal one. Man, I did want to read this one too big. I'm not sure, but this I'm gonna just say it's Michelle Altista. Shout out to you, and who's this? I don't know, Elian Nail. I don't know. The Orange Tree 101 and DJ Cruz from Philly with another review. So DJ Cruz, I'm gonna say yours next week, brother, because I already chopped it up a lot. I know people getting anxious here. We got to talk definitely some Vasyl Lomachenko. That's probably the fight I'm most excited about. Vic, I'm surprised that you're not all hyped the way you were on Lomachenko Salido. You sounding a little nervous over there. Like normally, if this was the Salido Lomachenko, you would have been talking shit by now. Now you're not so sure on your guy, huh? Vic, you're on mute. You got to unmute yourself, buddy.
it's a very close fight, is what I was trying to say. And frankly, I don't know how it's going to play out. You know, a guy with 2 fights against a guy who's never stepped up. I mean, obviously it's the most intriguing fight of the weekend, but you know, if anyone knows how this is going to play out, they're full of shit. I mean, I have no idea how this is going to play out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the guy with more experience. I'm gonna pick my pick right off the bat. I'm going Gary Russell.
So you're going more experience? What kind of experience, though?
He has pro experience, and he has very good amateur experience, and he has
Against who, though? Against who?
Counter-punching abilities. Lomachenko, if he fights any way that he fought in the Salido fight, he was kind of the aggressor at times and kind of wild. Not Danny Garcia wild, because he's more of a pistola type of fighter, you know, really straight down the middle. But I don't know. I see him getting hit with a counter shot and feeling Russell's power, and then Russell being able to outbox him easily from the outside. Well, actually, no, because Lomachenko has proved that power doesn't matter. He's going to keep coming. So I still see him getting outboxed, though. I think that Russell may be just too fast. And I hope that I'm wrong, actually, because at the end of the day, who's had it easier? Lomachenko that's getting in with Salido and Gary Russell, who's 24-0 and has all this, you know, hype behind him. But on the other hand, you got Gary Russell, who also hasn't done nothing. At least Lomachenko's trying, right?
Well, I mean, Lomachenko, if you've read Mario's article, which I thought was really great, this is basically a case of too fast versus untested. Are we giving Lomachenko, again, is he being rushed again? I mean, it's not his promoter that's doing it. It's him that actually wants his path. And you have the other guy that has fought a bunch of stiffs.
You know, it's funny that you said that because I was on the conference call and Lomachenko basically said that to Russell, like that he hadn't fought anybody. Like, you know, it was funny, but Russell seems very confident. And more than normal, because you know he's a really serious guy. Like, he's a young old head, the way that he carries himself. He's almost like Andre Ward, right? Like that type of personality. Like, he's not really like funny or cool like that. He's just like straightforward. I've seen him numerous times. I've interviewed him numerous times in person, on the phone, everything. I mean, that's what I get. And that's not what I got on a conference call. I sensed a very confident young man. You know what? If anything, Vic, I think I might have sensed sort of an overlooking of Lomachenko, maybe. Because he said things like Lomachenko not being ready and Lomachenko doing it the wrong way, and that him and his father had a plan, because he got asked the question, why hasn't he stepped up yet, numerous times by everyone, you know. So his answer was always they had a plan, they wanted to get to around 24-0, and they wanted to fight for a title. But like he said, and credit to this because we've had him on the show, he wanted Juan Manuel Lopez before the Salido fights. Well, after the Salido fights, rather. He also wanted Abner Mares, when Abner Mares needed an opponent before Johnny Gonzalez, or after Johnny Gonzalez, right? Before Johnny Gonzalez fight, I believe. Sam Mills, if you're listening, you're calling the old Skype number. Head on over to blogtalk.com/The Boxing Voice. There's going to be a Skype button there. So that number is 646-478-3068. So if you want to call in, definitely do so. We're taking calls. Of course, we're talking Lomachenko versus Gary Russell. We won't forget Guerrero. And we got a bunch of, you know, headlines to get to, a little bit of news here and there. And, 14 minutes went by. You didn't even tell me I didn't have the chat open. These guys are going to kill me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, Vic, you want to say anything on all that? Did you hear the conference call?
I didn't hear the conference call, but I've read some articles regarding that. And the thing I find pretty interesting here is that Gary Russell, we're going to this Haymon Golden Boy thing. His father, I think it was an interview on Fight Hype, basically said, if it goes to the decision, we're on a Golden Boy card, we're with Haymon, I'm skeptical about getting a decision. And mind you, he's fighting a top-ranked fighter. Imagine that. Would you even thought about that a few months ago? A Haymon guy on a Golden Boy card, worry of a decision against a top-ranked fighter?
I really don't understand why they would be worried.
Well, I guess they have it in their head that, there might be something coming. I don't know.
Yeah, but again, he's a Haymon guy on a Golden Boy card. Like, what? You think that Oscar's going to make it for him to lose?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I just found it weird. I've never heard someone say that, especially, being that the guy that he's fighting is a top-ranked fighter.
I mean, yeah, you know what? Giving it a little more thought, I guess it does sound strange. But, man, that would be some brutal shit. Like, they're literally throwing punches at each other. If that thing happens, I mean, let's take it out to the streets, though, man. I think this is. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. Where is he?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nelson.
No, motherfucker, I didn't say my name was different. What the fuck?
Oh, you said your name was Nelson.
No, I didn't. You need to clean your motherfucking ears out, nigga.
Yo, Beeb always
hey, what up, man?
reminds
Long
me.
time no talk to, man.
Hey, Nelta, every time I hear that, when I hear Beeb say, no, you said your name was, he sounds like somebody on The Simpsons, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yo, so what's up, brother? Talk to me.
Oh man, I'm just I'm looking forward to some good fights. Not just tonight, but this weekend. But I wanted to get to tonight first though, because a lot of people don't realize the guy that's fighting tonight on the main event is the twin brother of the guy that just beat Hernan Marquez last week, McWilliams Arroyo.
Yeah, I think this fight's gonna be good. I'm a lower weight kind of guy, so I'm really looking forward to this main event. I didn't expect his brother to do what he did to Marquez. I mean, we didn't pick the fight. Mm-hmm. I don't know why we didn't pick that fight. I guess that was on schedule. But I kind of expected him to win. I think Marquez was a little long in the tooth, but I didn't think he was going to knock him out, especially in Mexico.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I got video of it if you need that. So
I seen it. I'm not sure Ness seen it. I thought it was a pretty good fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he did a good job, though. I mean, the two of them are doing pretty good. They might do kind of like the Marquez brothers, about 10 years ago. So they might be both in line for a title. Because I know tonight, if he wins this, he'll get a shot at the guy that Shiming was targeting initially. But I don't think Shiming's people are targeting that dude anymore since he beat Yoka. That was a big upset. So, I mean, that's that. But then said I was fighting again tonight too. So, I mean, all the people that were criticizing Leo Santa Cruz for fighting Cesar because he was quote unquote coming up, the guy's still at 122. So, I mean, it's not like he went back down. But
I was kind of criticizing.
This weekend,
I asked him why he didn't
go. Man, he's appeared a couple of times on Fox Sports 1, so I'm surprised you don't remember him. Because he was fighting this guy, Johan Perez, and Perez.
Hey, Johan Perez, yep.
He was favored to win that fight, and he got upset.
I didn't see that fight because I remember you telling me about Perez before. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch him now because he's about to fight somebody, right? Jesse Vargas is fighting him. Who's he fighting?
No, he's fighting Mauricio Herrera.
Who? Richard Abreu?
Herrera.
No, Mauricio Herrera on Canelo pay-per-view.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta go back and watch it. But I knew he was fighting somebody, and it's for an interim title, right?
Yeah, it's Perez's interim title.
Yeah, no, but I haven't seen Kamagai or Johan. That explains it. They fought each other.
Yeah, man, Kamagai's like a slugger, man. So I mean, he'll be right there for Guerrero to kind of grab hold of. But I mean, he has a good knockout ratio too. So if Guerrero has burned himself out on that CrossFit bullshit, he might be in for a tougher fight than you expect. Because I mean, that thing is about as overtrained as you can get when you do that stuff.
Right, that's what I'm hearing. I mean, can you explain on that? Because I don't know. That's got me worried of this fight.
Basically, the whole thing with CrossFit is that those people, they sacrifice form entirely. They completely sacrifice form to get quote-unquote reps in. The thing is, because their form is so fucked up, they get a really high injury rate. I think it's like 40%.
Wow.
So, I mean, those guys get injured, they get burnt out, and, like, most of the people that win those CrossFit games, you know, it's like almost like an Olympic-style event or whatever, most of the people that win those games don't even train CrossFit to do those games. They train like regular people train. You know, they train like regular, you know, power lifters and all that BS.
So how do you think it'll be conducive to Robert Guerrero come Saturday? Do you think it's going to hurt him more than help him?
Well, it depends on how much he's been doing it. If he's been doing it like for real serious, then I think it's probably going to hurt him, if anything. I think it'll make him more sluggish because, like, I don't know, just a lot of people that get, it's a form of kidney failure called rhabdomyolysis. Matter of fact, that dude McMillan mentioned that Promotional had it after the Bradley fight. But basically, it's like you piss black for about a week, and your muscle, it's like intense, like extreme muscle failure. So a lot of people get that. I mean, I'm sure he probably hasn't. Otherwise, they probably would have canceled the fight. But it's just, it speaks to how strenuous that type of a workout can be when that many people get it, that participate in it, and when they have an injury rate that's that high.
But clearly the trainer is going to design a program depending on the athlete. You know what I'm saying? So
those trainers get their certifications over a weekend.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry.
the guy that was
matter of fact, there's a video of Shane Cameron. You know, the heavyweight cruiserweight Shane Cameron doing CrossFit, and the dude's been knocked out ever since he started doing it. He gets knocked out every fight now.
Well, we'll see, man. You know,
I wouldn't put my faith in that.
The video that I seen, they were attempting to increase more power, like from his lower body, to give some sort of torque to the waist or the shoulder. I don't fucking know. They was talking some mumbo jumbo, but he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked happy. He had a tan. You know what I'm saying? All those things come into play on fight night, man. Your demeanor. And
I mean, if he just kind of used it like once or twice, maybe here and there, like every other week or something like that, then I could see it maybe helping him, because then it would just give them a different something to switch it up during training camp. But I mean, if he was doing it every day like most of these people do, because I mean, that CrossFit shit is like a religion, man. Those people, they like go there every single day and everything, and they completely jack themselves up.
Well,
but I mean, even still though,
they had a portion of the video. I tweeted it out. I can't believe you haven't seen that shit. They had a portion of the video where the father was talking, and they were showing him throwing uppercuts because you know, the father felt that the CrossFit was definitely helping him to throw the uppercut. He said something like, you know, he couldn't throw this punch before, or whatever, and they went back to. I think they even showed a clip. They went back, maybe. I don't freaking know. But yeah, you should check out the video, man.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he tweeted it out.
He should be able to handle Kamagai even still though, just because Kamagai's so raw. He's not really a skilled boxer.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
Chinese boxing. I have heard that Chinese boxing lacks any real power.
But he's Japanese though, isn't he?
Same thing.
Kind of fucked up there.
It's not the same thing, dude.
Come on. Same thing. It's just like me and Vic.
I dare you to go up to a Japanese dude and tell him that.
Yo, it's just like me and Vic. It's just like me and Vic. Puerto Rican, Dominican, same thing. Same thing. We speak the same language.
But I mean, Guerrero should handle that dude. And then as for Lomachenko versus Gary Russell, I think that's still a 50-50 fight to me, man.
So
but I mean,
picking?
I think Gary Russell is just quick enough. I think Gary Russell's just quick enough that he'll stay a step ahead of him the whole way. So I think he'll make a close decision.
I told Vic, so far, 1 for me, nothing for you.
Well, how do you know I'm not picking Russell, though? How do you know I'm not picking Russell?
Well, you sounded like you was picking Lomachenko.
I am. Fuck it, I'm picking him. We haven't seen Gary's chin tested. I think he gets tested this week.
Vic is team top rank for life, man.
Yo.
Why you mad, though? Why you mad HBO's kicking Showtime's ass this year, though?
Yo, you are. And we're gonna get to that right now. You are. Did you hear about the ratings for the Algieri fight?
Yeah, what is it, 1.1011 or something like that? It peaked at. It had a strong lead in though. You can't take much away. You can't take a lot away from that because Cotto Martinez led into it. So people that didn't buy the pay-per-view were trying to watch. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let me tell you why it was an overall good rating. And it was Algerian Provatnikov. It wasn't Cotto Martinez because at the time that Cotto Martinez was played, when they opened with the replay, the fight averaged about 970,000 viewers, and it peaked at 1.126, right? But the overall HBO telecast averaged 950,000. So the people that came to see Cotto, they happened to stay, which is good. It wasn't that because you would have seen a drop if it was just about Cotto, they would have left. So they did good, man, because Andrade, when his fight was on, it was doing 882,000. And when Provatnikov and Algeria were on, it got up to 954,000. So it was the highest, most watched boxing after dark so far this year. And I believe all 7 highest ratings come from HBO. So they are doing their thing over there, man. They're really doing their thing.
Well, Showtime's got to put on more fights. I mean, that's what I'm waiting on. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, this one fight every month for Showtime. I mean, on a Saturday. I mean, you can throw Showbox in there, but we don't ever get Showbox ratings. I mean, does anyone ever fucking tweet out Showbox ratings?
No,
even though they got isn't next week's Showbox? Isn't it what's his face? Nick Brinson, Dominic Wade. What's his face from New York? The prospect, Haymon's prospect against Yusuf Mack. What's his name? The dude from is it Long Island, Staten Island? Olympian. What's his name? Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown's facing Yusuf Mack, I think.
Really?
Is that this month or next month? I gotta check my calendar.
No, they ain't put him in there with Yusuf Mack already.
Yeah, they did. I'm gonna tell you right now.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now that card has all 3 Haymon guys stepping up. I mean, big time step up.
I don't know if he's ready for that.
I don't know.
I've watched every fight of this kid, man. He's been on all the Barkley cards. I mean, he's been on. I think he's Atlantic City.
Yeah, it's next Friday. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, this is every one of these Haymon guys are getting a step up fight. Marcus Brown, Yusuf Mack, Dominic Wade is taking on Nick Brinson. Errol Spence is fighting Ronald Cruz.
Yeah, Errol Spence is gonna beat the shit out of Ronald.
It's still a step up, though. It's still a step up.
Yeah, it's a big step up. It's a big step up because Ronald Cruz has power. He has knockout power, but after that first loss to Antoine Smith, he was never the same. And it wasn't the Smith loss per se. I believe he had like colon issues, right?
I think so.
He got sick. He definitely got sick. He had something, and then he took some time off, and he came back, and he's been losing ever since. But wow, Marcus Brown versus Yusuf Mack. Now that all depends with Yusuf. Has Yusuf Mack fought ever since losing to Frach?
He fought. Who was it for? He fought someone not too long ago. I think ESPN Friday Night Fights.
Now I watched Yusuf Mack struggle with Shika. What's that dude's name? Clubhouse fighter. Fought a lot of times in Atlantic City. It's like an Arabic name.
Actually, he fought last time. He fought your boy Williams.
Which Williams?
The dude that's gonna fight Campillo, I think.
Yusuf Mack already fought Williams?
Yeah, he fought him last November.
Williams is really moving fast.
That was a Fox Sports 1 card. My bad. I thought it was a Friday Night Fights. That was a Fox Sports 1.
Wow, I didn't even see that. I didn't know he. You know he's trained by George Peterson, right?
Yeah, and he's fighting this dude next, right? What's his name? Campillo.
For all you guys that don't know, the Williams that we're talking, what's his first name, Vic?
Thomas.
Thomas Williams Jr. is trained by George Peterson, who used to be the trainer of Paul Williams. He's a 175-pounder. He's tall. He's strong. You should have seen him twice already on ESPN for all you hardcores. And look, Vic said he fought Yusef Mack on Fox Sports 1. And now he's going to be fighting Campillo. And what's his record, Vic? Like 16 fights or something? This dude's moving fast.
He's 17-0.
And he's a Haymon guy?
I believe he is.
You know, Vic, what's going on? Wasn't Andrade signed to Haymon?
Was he? I don't remember that.
Man, we got to ask him. I could have sworn I had already asked him a long time ago. I'm going to even go back and check some of the old videos because I'm pretty sure I asked him on video. But, yeah, I also want to let you guys know that those numbers, the statistics on the views for last Saturday's fight, that was according to Nielsen Media. You should know who Nielsen is. But let's take it out to the street.
Introducing the hard-hitting ringside Robbie.
Hey, Vic, Ness, good evening, guys. And Nelta is absolutely right on all of his points. So good job on his part as far as all that cross-training and all that stuff. And yeah, I watched the Fox Sports 1 card with Yusef Mack. He did fight on that card. So he has fought. And that Showbox next Friday is probably one of the best Showbox that they've had in a while. All three of those fights sound competitive. That's why I like Showtime now over HBO, because Showtime not only puts on regular fights, but they've also created this fantastic series, Showbox, and it's if you're a hardcore boxing fan,
Robbie,
you don't want to miss any of those. So Robbie, as far as this weekend, I think Russell will beat Lomachenko. I think Guerrero is going to have a difficult time with Kamagai, although I think Guerrero will win, but I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't like being out of the ring for over 13 months and not doing anything. And I think Jesus Soto Carras is going to give Devin Alexander all he can handle. I wouldn't be surprised if Jesus Soto Carras wins that fight.
Well, that's not a pick, my friend, and you're too much of a regular caller to not leave.
No, I don't have a pick for that one. It just wouldn't surprise me if Soto Carras beats Alexander.
Robbie.
Come on, Robbie, you can pick someone.
This isn't fucking hopscotch. This is not fucking.
All right, then I'll take Soto Carras because I don't have faith in Devin Alexander.
Wow. You heard it here first, people. Robbie picks Soto Carras over Devin Alexander, who beat Junior Witter, Juan Urango, Marcos Maidana, Lucas Matisse, Lee Purdy, Randall Knockout King Bailey, the same guy, Randall Bailey, who sent Mike Jones into retirement after beating Soto Carras 2 times. He knocked him smooth out
and Soto Carras,
even
though he lost to Keith Thurman.
Hold on a minute, Robbie. Hold on a minute. He sent them into a 2-year slumber, and now Mike Jones is back. August, what date is it, Vic? 28th, you said?
I think it's 23rd.
Yo, Randall Bailey put that dude out of the ring for 2 years. 2 years. And Devin Alexander beat him. He didn't get knocked out by him.
Well, isn't Bailey still fighting too, Ness?
Possibly, but that doesn't make a point. Bailey became the IBF champion that day, and then after that, Devin Alexander beat him.
That's correct. But I've never been a Devin Alexander fan. I don't have faith in him. It wouldn't surprise me if he wins, but I've never had faith in that man every time he steps in the ring. And even though Soto Carras lost to Keith Thurman, I thought he put up a good effort.
Well, look, I'm not knocking you for picking him because you're right. I mean, there's the Lucas Matisse fight was iffy, The Maidana fight was a bunch of fucking holding. The Lee Purdy fight was good, but Lee Purdy's Lee Purdy. You know what I'm saying? The Belly fight was a snooze fest. You know, I'm not the Devin Alexander bandwagon cheerleader here. Like, I'm just saying he still found ways to overcome. I mean, his only 2 losses is to Porter and Bradley. Like, that's not bad.
No, it's not. And you know, for his style of fighting, he does give fighters issues. But you know, it's my personal preference. I've never been a fan of his.
Well, Nelta just said Yusef Mack had got knocked out by Angle and by Thomas Williams.
Well, and I've seen Williams fight. Yeah, he's a definite up-and-coming light heavyweight. That I like the track he's on.
He's a little wild, though. He's in love with that power. I don't know, man. He's definitely on a fast track. This is really shocking to me. So I'm strapped in and I'm going for the ride with this kid because look, that's another name he slipped in there. In between those ESPN fights, he's just consistently moving up. Now he's fighting Campillo, and he's on a fast track, but at the same time, they're giving him guys that if he has the goods, Vic, he should beat them, right?
He should.
And this is a good way, this is a good way to learn. And as much as we talk about Haymon and whatever, Gary Russell's father has to get a pat on the back too, because signing Haymon or not, Gary Russell has never been put in tough. Like they've controlled that career how they wanted to do it. This is another strategic move, and then again that speaks to the confidence that I was telling you he had on that conference call. Robbie, I'm gonna come back to you. You made your picks. Let me go here. 718. You're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Yo, Ness, what up, yo?
QB, what up?
Hey, yo, I'm chilling, man. Word. Yo, what up, Vic, man? How you, man?
What up, man? What you doing? It's good.
Yeah. I'm just calling, man. I'm gonna get my picks off the top, man. So I'm picking Gary Russell Jr. over Lomachenko. I'm going with the upset, man. I don't like Guerrero. I'm just straight up. I'm not a Guerrero fan, so I don't care who he's fighting. I'm picking the Japanese dude over him. I don't care if he's fighting Stuart Little. I don't like Guerrero. But he a hater, man. He laid out for so long, and then now he want to come back. He want big money fights because he fought Mayweather. He haven't proved himself. He came up.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? He wants a Mayweather rematch.
Sure, man. Come on, he whack, man. I don't got no respect for that dude. And the Soto Karass and Devin Alexander, I gotta go with Devin Alexander because he already coming off a loss. He's not gonna lose to that dude, man. And that's the bottom line, my brothers. So, that's my picks, man. So, if I get crowed twice, I don't care. If I get crowed one time, I don't care with that Guerrero fight, because I don't even know who he's fighting. He fights some old Japanese dude, but I don't got no, he ain't nobody, though. But I always put the beats on that nigga Guerrero, though, real talk. So, y'all be easy, my brother, man. I'm watching it. I'm listening, man. I love y'all, man. And I'll be calling back.
Bro. I ain't see that 5-star review you told me you wrote. You're going to have to tell me what name you use next time you call in. Stay there anyway. I could go back to you a little bit later. 760, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this? All right, he's just listening in clearly. 253, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this? 253, get it together, baby. Get it together.
What's up?
What's going on, brother? Who's this?
Hello? What's up? This is Lenny from Tacoma.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening? Yeah, on the picks, I got Guerrero, Russell, and Alexander, and I wanted to talk to you guys about that HBO ratings thing. Their ratings are great, but their commentary is horrible. If they could get rid of Max Kellerman and Lampley, they'd probably do a lot better. It looked like Andre Ward wanted to slap the shit out of Lampley the other night.
Yeah, but
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this on that. I thought the first 6 rounds, of the Provodnikov-Algieri fight. I thought Provodnikov obviously came out to a big lead, but I thought Algieri was doing good in those first 5-6 rounds, even though he was kind of maybe losing by a round or two. But they gave the dude no credit those first 6 rounds, dude. All they did was talk about Ruslan. I was pretty upset because watching it ringside, I was like, this dude is in this fight, even though he got knocked down once, and then he took a knee. I'm like, this dude is still in this fight. And as I'm watching it, these guys are making me believe he's not in this fight, especially Weisfeld. I mean, I don't know about the scorecards. I mean, I thought the scorecard was kind of off, but yeah, I agree with you.
Vic, you know what else? On a side note, that's 4 people already that picked Russell and none Lomachenko.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll bask in glory on my own. No worries.
No, I just want to start keeping a better track because when Cotto won, everybody picked Cotto. They called.
Oh, everyone picked Cotto to lose. Come on, man. There's like 4 people that picked Cotto to win.
I'm trying to keep track of this shit. But as far as the commentary, it was horrible. It seemed like there was confusion, though. And I say that because Kellerman was kind of flopping. He didn't know where to go.
What?
And Jim Lampley, he was just dead sold on Provodnikov was winning. And so was Steve Weisfeld, who, after that card, they should never use him again. Is he like the boxing after dark dude? Like, I mean,
yeah, but the thing is, they have more boxing after dark cards than World Championship boxing now. So we get more of Weisfeld than Harold Letterman now. Even though Letterman's off sometimes too, but he's fucking. At least Letterman's got some excitement. Weisfeld is dull as hell, and he just has some weird cards, man.
You're absolutely right about that. At least, Harold Letterman, stylistically, he sounds better. But I'm not too sure if he wouldn't have scored it the same because he loves come forward big punches. Like, that's what he likes. He scores according to that most of the time.
Yeah, he scores according to who he prefers to be in that round. And he obviously prefers the guy with the with the bigger punch.
That's Kellerman. Kellerman uses that.
Well, he does kind of the same way. He scores effective aggression. I guess that's what he calls it.
That's what he says. He says like, "Oh, Jim, he's coming down all right with right hands, and Algieri can't get away from it." I just gave him that round. Whatever, man. Algieri was beating this guy up. I don't even know why people arguing about this. It was simple. But caller, man, thanks for calling in. I don't know. I think you were a first-time caller, right? This is the first time I hear you.
No, I've called before. I actually was going to call. I listened the other week, and you guys were talking about the fights in the Pacific Northwest, Little Creek Casino. I go to those fights. I'm a regular at those. So, and they're most of the time they are Mayweather promotions.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for giving us that info, and thanks for calling in, man. 408, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
You're live.
Hello, it's Moses.
What's going on, Moses? Talk to us.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man. Yeah. My first time calling in. Sorry, I'm on a run right now. I had to call in because you guys were talking about CrossFit and training and stuff. So I'm a trainer. I've been a trainer for a long time. Man, I just wanted to clear it up. You know what I mean? It's pretty. The stuff that they do is pretty solid. Foundational exercises, Olympic lifting, and all that type of stuff. But it has the kind of bad reputation for whatever reason. But I think if Guerrero's using it and if he's doing it right, it could definitely help him. Just that getting that power. He's not really, known as a big time puncher. So maybe he could get a little bit more explosive power. But yeah, it's solid stuff, man. It's just you can't just take a small look at it and then say like, oh, this is what they do, because they do a lot of different types of stuff. So the only thing I would say is that for a boxer, you would definitely want more endurance training, I would think, than what they would give a guy, just especially in a 12-round fight. You know what I mean? Their workouts on average are only maybe like 10 minutes, 8 to 12 minutes, I would say. So you would definitely want to give somebody, some extra like basic endurance work, road work and stuff like that. But it's kind of blown up and maybe people don't understand. It's just kind of taking basic taking different sports and incorporating them all into a workout. So rowing, running, Olympic weightlifting, kind of just throws them all together. And really, I mean, from a energy system side, it's probably the closest thing you're going to get to the demands of fighting and without actually fighting. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's that. If you guys have any questions on that, you can ask me, because that's my career. That's what I do. I actually train in a boxing gym, and the state of boxing training, you hear it on the 24/7s in some of the trainers talk, and they talk about it. It's really true. The state of boxing training is so far behind the times. It's still like every other sport's gone into these very recognized movements, right? These very recognized exercises and ways of training, and boxing still got guys probably do the same training that Muhammad Ali did. You know what I mean? It's like times move on. You know what I mean? Stuff gets shown to be better or worse. So it's kind of crazy. So yeah, it's all a step up. As far as the fights this weekend, I would say I thought Gary Russell, I was going to give the edge to Gary Russell, but I just saw a picture of him and Loma standing next to each other, and Loma's he looks a lot bigger, so it brings it a lot closer. I think I'll still give it to Gary Russell, but really, really close decision. But yeah, that's all I really got.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a first-time caller. That means we popped your cherry, which is what one of the reviewers wanted us to continue bringing that up. So thanks for calling in, brother. We hope to hear you a bunch more times on the show, man. Vic, so did you hear about this Radio Raheem interview with Oscar De La Hoya, where Oscar allegedly, I did not watch the video, but he allegedly...
I seen it. He recanted. He said Floyd Mayweather recanted, excuse me, on saying he wouldn't work with Golden Boy Promotions anymore. I mean, who are we supposed to believe here? What do you think?
I mean, but isn't it evident if this Showbox, what is that going to be?
Well, I mean, it's Showbox. I mean, it has to be a Golden Boy. But those aren't Mayweather fighters, though. Those are Haymon guys.
Exactly. So then we'll know. We'll see the banner.
I mean, it has to be a Golden Boy event, because they're the ones sending out the press releases for all that stuff.
There you go. And Nelta also retracted something by saying that Yusuf Mack didn't get knocked out. Agnew, who fought Kovalev, and Thomas Williams Jr. Decisioned Yusuf Mack, but they still got 2 wins over Yusuf Mack. So I want to go back to that, because, okay, so that means that Yusuf Mack has lost to a bunch of guys after the Froch fight. So he's probably, can you look up that record, Vic? How many fucking losses does he have? I mean, I think that I guess Marcus Brown should get past him, but Marcus Brown is raw, man. He's raw. He still leans in a lot. I don't know, man. I guess if Yusuf Mack has nothing left, right?
Well, I think what I seen from the Williams fight is that was if you can last more than 3 or 4 rounds with Yusuf Mack, you can break him down. He's just dangerous early. After those early rounds, I think it's Coast City for whoever's fighting him. So I mean, it all depends. I mean, I've seen him gas out in plenty of fights. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I like this card. This is what I guess Showbox should kind of be about. You know, tough competitive fights for young kids or prospects facing each other.
Yeah, but this is a treat. This is a treat, really. I hope that we can get many more of these. And this is what HBO is lacking. They need an after dark, because, you know, whoever they're working on, they need to start introducing us to them early, like they've been doing with these, you know, Haymon boy fighters. Let's go out to the streets here. We got 443 live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, crew?
What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. Hey, I got a couple things. Well, let me get to my picks out the way. I got Lomachenko. I really think he's going to stop Gary Russell probably about the 8th or 9th. To be honest, I got Devon Alexander. That jab is just going to be too nasty for Soto Corrales all night long. He's going to be sticking them. Robert Guerrero is going to dog that dude. Hate to say it, but he is. But I mean, everybody's, and then, you know, this has been a stickler of mine. You know, everybody's always comparing Showtime's presentation compared to HBO's presentation about the fight and stuff. I mean, really, in the commentating, I don't care what nobody says. Mauro Ranallo is the worst in the business. I don't understand how people compare the two. He is freaking horrible. He talks over top of Malignaggi and Bernstein all day long, and it's just, he's just ridiculously bad. He deserves to be on the WWE. I mean, for real. What do you think?
Well, you say WWE, and he comes from that type of background because he does UFC, which is more wrestling bullshit.
Right.
You know, I don't mind him because I know he's learning. They went with him, you know, to, one, attract those MMA fans that he might have had a following with, and two, I think it's really the voice. That's what, you know, that's what Showtime was always missing. Lampley is the voice. He has that, you know, those epic sound bites, them boom, booms, or whatever, he bang, bang, bangs, you know, and they need a guy to do that because Bernstein is, what, 50 fucking years old, maybe 60? He can't be running around. I mean, he doesn't even look like the type. He just, I don't know. It's never come out of Bernstein.
What about Gus Johnson? Did you guys like Gus Johnson when he did Showtime?
No.
He had too weak of a voice for me. Too feminine of a voice, and like it was with Ronaldo, it's like it's overbearing almost. It's too deep. I can't dig him, and plus he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about half the time either. You know, and the way he overtalks Malignaggi, because I really like listening to Paulie. Paulie knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's on point. But you know, just the way he overtalks these guys when they start getting into conversations about what the fighters are doing and stuff, it drives me nuts.
I will say that Gus at least knew boxing. He did know.
Exactly.
But you know, we got to give Marlo, or however you say his name, some time. He's looking like he's invested, and I think that's cool. You know what I mean? Hey, rather him than
one more
Steve
thing
Weisfeld, and rather him than that other guy, the guy that's going to be on Showbox. I hate him. What's his name, Vic? The one that live, he said fucking shit.
Well, that's Chuck Janko.
And what's the other dude now that they got with the white hair pushback? Man, I can't. I don't like him either.
Hey, one more thing though. Can y'all please tell Ringside Robbie to get off your nuts? Thank you.
Oh man, why does everybody take shots at Robbie, man?
Because he sucks y'all's nuts.
Oh,
And he repeats everything that y'all say 1,800 times. That's all.
But how do you know that's what he's doing? How do you know that's just not his?
Because
picks?
he must sit there with a fucking notepad all day long and sit there and jot down every word y'all say verbatim, especially you, Ness. I swear to God. He writes down whatever you say verbatim and comes back on here and repeats everything word for fucking word, except for your lingo is totally different than his. Trust me. But everything is to the fucking T.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that, and I'm sure he's gonna rebuttal to you in a little while. We'll bring him back on. He's a long-term caller, and if you become one, you can also be back on. I'm gonna get to some other.
Oh, I've been here for 2.5 months, brother. I ain't going nowhere.
Oh man, thank you, man. I hope you can head on over to iTunes and drop us that 5-star review.
I already did, man.
Oh.
That was on. Anyways, I'll holler at y'all later.
Okay, brother. Let me see. Damn. There was a caller all the way from Sweden. I was trying to get to him, but I guess he dropped off already, so I'm tweeting him really quick. Sorry for the moment of silence. So, Vic, you got a Lomachenko. That's 3 of you guys, because B picked Lomachenko too. So what is it? What is it now, 3-4?
4-3, yeah, you think you're right.
3-4. Uh-oh, you fucking gaining on him, Vic. 214, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Hey, what's up? This your boy Bright Kid. What's up, Ness?
What up?
up, man? I just want to make my picks. I got Devin Alexander winning by unanimous decision. I think Gary Russell Jr. is going to finish Lomachenko around the 8th round. And a lot of people don't know this Japanese guy, but he has an 81% KO ratio. And I think he's going to give Guerrero problems. I see him winning a tight decision. Those are my picks.
Make
and
that
I just
clear.
wanna,
Make that clear. You see who winning a tight decision?
the Japanese guy, Yoshishiro.
Okay. So you're picking him.
Yeah, I'm picking him.
Right, kid. But you didn't pick Lomachenko, right?
No, I got Gary Russell Jr. 8th round knockout.
Vic. 5-3, Vic. Right, kid. Thanks for calling in, brother. Hope to hear from you Sunday. 714, live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Yo, what up? It's Javier from Anaheim.
Javier, what up?
Yo, I got Russell, man.
6, Vic.
You just can't pick. I can't pick Lomachenko again, man. Fucking his one fight over Salido doesn't cancel out all the amateurs or whatever you want to call them that Russell spot. So I'm going with Russell. Hey, yo, Ness, I wanted to step in real quick. I just wanted to say something about the caller who called in about Ringside Rob.
Yeah.
Yo, what's it called? I don't really think, I mean, Ringside Rob's cool and all, but I think reason everybody kind of hates on him, though, is because usually when he calls in, the first thing he says is, I agree with you, Nestor. And the thing is, he basically does repeat everything you say, dog. But, I mean, there's no reason to hate on him, but I can kind of see, you know, why everybody's kind of hating on him.
I just want you guys
to know. If he agrees, he agrees.
I just want you guys to know, Robbie is not a kid either. Everybody tweets me and they're like, "Yo, what's that little guy's name, Robbie?" Yo, Robbie is like 6. Robbie, how old are you, man? You guys got to stop. He's gonna be your grandfather. Robbie, how old are you?
I will be 50 in October, and look, when I say I agree with Nestor, guys, it's because he's making valid points. I'm not trying to score points with him or whatever. If he says something I disagree with, I'm going to let him know I disagree with it. But no, I'll be 50 years old in October. I'm older than Beeb. Matter of fact, when me and Nestor started, when me and Nestor started talking off the show, it's because they were having a big debate a couple of months ago about the whole Showtime HBO thing, and me, Nestor, and Beeb had a 3-way conversation one Saturday morning about the whole subject, and Ness wanted to record it so you guys could hear it, because I was actually able to beat down Beeb's arguments, and I did it rather convincingly.
Robbie, you bringing up personal conversations and you taking shots at Beeb. Wait till he's on the show.
Oh, the Beebster.
Yeah, what's up?
No, hey.
Hold on, Robbie.
I'm
Hold on.
just
Let me let him finish up his call. What's up, Antonio?
No. Hey, yo, I was gonna finish saying though. The other thing though too, dog, because I've talked to some other people that listen to the show though. It's just that, you know, when you came in, like, how long has Ringside Rob been calling in?
He's been calling in ever since January, but he used to listen forever. But the thing is, yeah, he can call in live now. When we were on Mixler, he couldn't call in because he doesn't.
You know what? I ain't even gonna get into it. I'm not gonna hate on Robbie, man. He's cool. But anyway, what I was gonna ask you, I saw an interview with Brandon Rios. What's it called? Kind of changing topic a little bit. And he said he was still going to fight at 140. What weight is he fighting Chavez at?
Man, I thought Chavez's fight was at 147.
It's at 147.
Oh, no, because I heard him say that with or without Ruslan, he was going to be fighting at 140.
That must be an old interview, maybe.
Yeah, that's why it's at 147.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Well, I'm going to hold you guys up again. Hey, good show. And one last thing before I leave. I was going to tell you, ever since you guys been on Blog Talk, you've been taking less callers, man. Why is that?
Really?
I thought we'd take more on Blog Talk.
No, man, there's more callers. I take one at a time, but there's a lot past you I got to get to.
All right, brother. Well, I'll let you go, man. Take it easy.
All right, bro. 614. You're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Yo, what Prince Digital from Columbus, Ohio.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much, man. I wanted to make a couple comments, get your guys' thoughts on them. I see where Steve Kim tweeted that he did an interview with Oscar, and that he said that him and Al Haymon have a a good relationship, and I was glad to hear that. Wonder what y'all thought.
Well, according to everything else that we had heard up until this point, it was Oscar speaking openly and the other side denying everything. So I don't really know if that's true. You know, Oscar may be just saying, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. Like I said to Vic earlier, you know, we'll see by the name on the banner on that Showbox card.
Gotcha. That makes sense. You know, I was hoping we were making some headway because I was kind of concerned because, I mean, there's a lot of fighters. I mean, the fights haven't been announced, like Broner. I would even throw, like, John Molina Jr. I mean, there's a whole bunch of fighters who, I don't know what's materializing since the whole Cold War thing. But, and another comment I wanted to make, or Boxing Scene reported that Bob Arum's is basically shot down that any chance of like Danny Garcia versus Pacquiao, and I'm like, there are things in the air with the whole Cold War, and I'm just like, okay, I understand Schaefer's out. I just don't think that these fights are still going to be easy to make. I just, like to get some clarity on who's on whose team. You know what I mean?
And nothing has surfaced as to what alliances have been made at this point. Not that I know. Vic, have you heard anything?
I mean, it's still a Cold War out there. I mean, they haven't done much. I mean, don't get confused about this Vasyl Lomachenko fight. It's a purse bid. Doesn't matter, top rank. Right. We still haven't seen. I mean, the last time they worked together was what, Gamboa, Ponce de Leon, like officially co-promoted a card. That's the last time they've done it.
Man, that's a long time.
Yeah, my last comment is just on this upcoming weekend's card, man. I think it's a good card. I know people are thinking it's kind of average. I like the matchups a lot. Even like Devin Alexander Carras, I think that has a chance to be pretty exciting.
See, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I don't like that fight. Like, I like it, and I'm going to have fun watching it because I know it's going to be a fun fight. Carras is going to make it a fun fight. But I think that Devin Alexander losing to Porter, I don't think he should have went that far down. Like, and I'm not putting Carras down, but, Carras is 31 years old, but you got to remember them two Mike Jones fights. Them two Mike Jones fights was brutal for him. Then he got beat the fuck up by Rosado. I was live at that fight. And, yeah, he got a couple of good wins here and there, but then he got beat up bad by Thurman again. Like, damn, Alexander, where have you gone? Like, you got to drop that far down to the well. Like, why can't Alexander, I don't know, at 147, who else is coming off a loss, Vic?
I mean, why not Robert Guerrero?
Yeah, Robert Guerrero. Perfect matchup.
Word.
Why not?
Word. Good point.
Who else, though? There's more people out there not named Carras. Like, I'm not mad at the fight because I like a guy like Carras that is limited, but he's going to try, to be a champion, and he's also going to try to entertain the fans. So, hey, this is another payday for him. He's back on TV. These losses haven't affected his marketability in terms of being on television, and that's good for him because I'm a person. I feel for him. But other than that, and as a fight fan, get the fuck out of here, please. He could have fought Judah. Let Devin fight Judah. Two southpaws.
I'd rather see Carras.
At least Judah's a little bit fresher, I think. Isn't Judah fresher than fucking Carras, Vic? I mean, Carras has been in some beatdowns.
I don't know. I mean, Judah's been in some beatdowns too, dude. I mean,
all right.
Cotto, Claudio. I mean, you could say Danny Garcia. You could say, I mean, I guess the Mayweather wasn't a beatdown, but I'm sure there's others.
I don't know, man. I'm actually going to our rankings right now. I want to see who's at fucking welterweight because honestly, I feel like this is gonna be good, but it's bullshit. And I'm a Golden Boy fan, but this is bullshit. Damn, Abergru's with top rank. Guerrero just coming off a fight. Brook tied up. Ross. Diego Chavez. Why they didn't snatch Diego Chavez? I don't even know how the fuck Diego Chavez ends up fighting on a top ranked card when Golden Boy should have got options, man. Why they didn't have options after that Thurman fight? This don't even make sense.
Because, I mean, if he won, they probably have options, but he lost.
Yeah, but they seen that the fight fucking proved to be a good fight. People actually liked it. Nobody was bitching on that fight. After that fight, everybody was content. And they let this guy walk across the street. All right, so that's...
He's walking across the street in the main event, probably making some more money.
Exactly. I understand that, Vic. I'm not saying it's bad for him. But actually, Vic, top 15, there's no names.
I would say Guerrero Devin. I mean, why not make that fight?
That's the only fight that could have been made. I'm going to read off the names. Look, number 1, Floyd Mayweather. Number 2, Manny Pacquiao. Timothy Bradley, number 3. Juan Manuel Marquez, number 4. Marcos Maidana, number 5. Sean Porter, number 6. Thurman, Alexander, Luis Carlos Abergru, Adrian Broner, Kell Brook, Soto Carras, Diego Chavez, Paulie Malignaggi, and some dude I never even heard of, Leonard Bundu. So, all those guys were tied up. Pacquiao, that can't happen. Timothy Bradley, that can't happen. Marquez, that can't happen. Maidana coming off the, Mayweather fight, no time. Porter, he's fucking with Brook. Thurman, he just fought. Oh no, he fought Carras, right?
Yeah.
That was his last fight?
Nah, he fought on that, Julio Diaz. April. Last April.
That was a waste of time. See, they should have put Thurman, Devin Alexander then, or pushed it back to now, because that was a waste of time too, that fucking fight, man. Let's take some calls since they say we don't take enough.
If I was at the club, I balled. Chemo.
What's happening, guys?
Yo, are you watching soccer?
No, Ness, I stayed up especially for the box voice, man. Don't worry about it.
Thank God.
You're serious? You're serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And I got some shit to get off my chest, man. It's something that's been bothering me for a while, actually. And I think looking at these weekend's fights, I mean, this is the perfect opportunity. I don't even know why people are coming on and talk about Robert Guerrero's fucking CrossFit, man. This guy is the biggest bum in boxing. He goes from fighting Floyd Mayweather to who? Some Japanese guy? Are you fucking shitting me? And this is what? This is the main event or what?
That's the main event. That's the main event.
You know, Vic. You know what surprises me. Everybody has been sucking Showtime dick for so long on this show, including you, Les, including Ringside Robbie. Sorry, I gotta mention it. Everybody's talking all this shit, but where are the best fights at the moment? They're on HBO. What have we got in the pipeline on fucking Showtime, guys? Who is on the shelf here? Let's have a look. Yeah, Broner, Garcia, Thurman. What the fuck is Kid Chocolate doing? You could talk about the politics you want, but at the end of the day, Showtime. No. Let me finish, Ness. Let me finish before you start talking all this nonsense again about Al Haymon and all this bullshit. Yeah. Let me finish.
Yo, you have your facts wrong. You just said, what is Kid Chocolate doing? He just fought in D.C.
Yeah, but he fought Lucas Konechny.
It doesn't matter. He just fought. Danny Garcia is about to fight in August with Porter. So he's asking about what are these guys doing when they either fought or have fought. Get his facts straight before he talk.
But are straight because you always talk about wanting to have the best fights. Chocolate is fighting fucking bums, dude. He's fighting nobodies, man.
I'm not
what are
defending
these guys
that.
doing?
I'm not defending that. You heard me. I don't know when you came on the show, but I was ripping this card. Vic was actually the one saying it's a good card. Him and Nelta. I don't think so. I think.
No, I didn't say that. I said that. I said about tonight's card.
The title of the show is Lomachenko Russell. I don't care about the main event. I'm gonna watch it, but that's not. We're hardcores. That's why it's called Lomachenko versus Russell preview. Get your shit straight.
And then let me
call in here.
Ness, let me mention another thing. Yo, let me mention another thing. Everybody's always talking about HBO bias. You know, Jim Lampley saying this, Max Kellerman saying that. Did you forget that during the biggest fight on Showtime this year, which was Mayweather-Maidana, they didn't mention a single fucking scorecard? Why? Because Mayweather was getting his ass whooped. That's why. And he's their little cash cow, which they invested a shitload of money in. So you want to talk about biasness? Fuck Showtime. That's what I got.
Again with the false facts. False facts. See, I'm the one that told you that. You didn't even fucking notice that, okay? I've been said that shit on the show. It was up until after the 6th round. Then they start showing their cards, okay? Don't be lying. They didn't
so what
show
is that?
card.
Is that not biasness or what? And by the way, I did notice that as well.
Listen, Chemo, I'm not defending them. I'm agreeing with you on the card being shit. I'm agreeing with you on the fact that they were hiding something. But that can't be called bias because nothing was done except something out of the ordinary, which was not to show their cards. But they didn't.
To clarify, I didn't say this weekend's card was great. I said the Showbox card was great.
Okay, yeah. So I misinterpreted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about next week's card. I like next week's Showbox card.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That Showbox is good. But Chemo, again, you're not arguing with me because I'm on your side. Look, I don't give a fuck network. Remember when I was pushing the thing was when I thought Haymon wanted to sign everybody and him and Golden Boy, with Richard Schaefer included, live happily ever after. Dana White, the boxing. That's not what he had in mind. I've been off that. I'm not with Haymon no more. I don't fuck with him. He ruining shit. If he starts fucking with Oscar, oh yeah, then I'm back chill because I don't care. Because it's business as usual. Nothing changed except Richard Schaefer got fired. And I'm cool with that. But if Haymon decides to go Mayweather, Schaefer, do all this crazy shit that everybody's alleging to on the internet, no, I'm not fucking pro Haymon. Like, what do you think I am, a monster, my nigga? I love boxing. I don't love Haymon or nothing. I just wanted the best for the sport. And I really believe that if there was one motherfucker running shit, none of this would happen. We'd get the fights we want. Would it take long? Maybe, but they'll happen. We ain't getting that now. We're making do. We're settling. Okay, Algieri fought a beautiful fight, and for those that thought he lost, okay. But for everybody who thought he won, they're happy. This fight did good ratings. Don't act like HBO is killing them when they're giving you mismatches going wrong. That's what happened with Provatnikov Bradley. That's what happened with Algieri. Let's be real.
I'm being real, man. Look, what I'm trying to say is this, yeah? There's no point in ripping Showtime or ripping HBO, ripping whoever, yeah? Because at the end of the fucking day, these companies, these promoters, everybody that's in this game that we love, yeah, is in it for one thing, and that's fucking money, dude. That's it at the end of the day. You can't say that HBO is that much different from Showtime just because you hear Jim Lampley say some weird shit on the air once in a while. It doesn't matter, man. When there's money at stake, which you saw in the Mayweather fight, they will adjust accordingly, dude. They will play the exact same dirty-ass game.
Okay, Chemo, so what would you rather have? I mean, we only have two choices, okay? So what I'm saying is I would rather the Bernsteins and the Farhoods that keep it real at least 98.9% of the fucking time, whereas every fight, it doesn't matter if it's After Dark or Championship or pay-per-view, they're over there kicking bias on HBO. Don't fucking lie. Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not lying. I'm biased.
I want you to think right now, outside of the Mayweather scorecards that we all seen, but they did not show until after the 6th round. Name another time. Give me another blatant bias like what we seen on HBO last Saturday, okay? I'm going to bring it on. Let me know. Go ahead.
Ness, listen, man. You are trying to
put answer the question, or are you going to go on a rant?
You're asking me a detailed question which you can't even answer yourself, dude.
Because I don't know of another time that we've seen Showtime be biased live.
Okay, I'll name you another thing. When Paulie and Zab Judah fought in Brooklyn, everybody knew it was a fucking garbage fight, for example. Yeah, and they're pretending during the fight like it's actually a tactical, interesting fight that's going on. You got Bernstein pulling all this
hear that
bullshit, you know,
broadcast, bro.
saying,
I
oh, well,
was
he
live
used
at
the
that
jab
fight.
so well, and he's doing this. This is turning out into quite an interesting fight. No, it's not. It's fucking garbage, and we knew it coming in.
I don't remember that fight being bad. I was live,
That
so
was
I didn't
terrible.
get to hear. I didn't get to hear the broadcast, but I don't remember that fight being bad. I remember Paulie kind of beating a one-sided fight because Judah just couldn't. The jab was frustrating, and he said even at the post fight, I remember him saying that the herky jerkiness of Paulie kept offsetting his timing. Vic, do you recall that fight being boredom?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Like I said, I was live. You know, I'm there to work. I'm not there to really watch fights. So.
Yeah, I was at the Reagan now fight, so I mean, both main events that night were boring. If it wasn't for Tapia Kirkland and Porter beating Alexander, that would have been a fucking boring ass Saturday night.
The commentary for that night, but things just sound slim. I mean, I can give you numerous fights where there was bias for HBO. You're like scraping at the floor, Kim. I mean, why are you always so angry, yo?
Because I get where he's coming from. A lot of people aren't calling Showtime on their bullshit this year. And it's bullshit. I mean, here's what I heard. Here's what I heard this weekend at the Barclays Center. Porter Brook seems like a go. Oh, it might be Bracero Garcia, Judah Lamont Peterson. Why ruin such a good, intriguing fight in Porter Brook with two garbage ass fights like that? I hope what they were telling me was wrong. I don't know. That's the rumor.
Yeah, what's your boy Garcia doing, Ness?
And Tito Bracero's name has been linked to Danny Garcia for the last 2 months already. Like, can we kill that already? Like, I don't want to see that, man.
The interview Boxing 30 did on TV, it was nice. I mean, look, I already told you guys before that I shit on Bracero Garcia. That's a whack ass fight, you know. But I don't have any control. I mean, look, you know, it is what it is. Kimo, you're right. You're right. We shouldn't pick sides, but look, we don't have nothing else to do. We have to watch what they give us. So we're entitled to bitch and moan and favor up if we want. If you choose not to, that's okay.
I just hope we get some good stuff at the end of the year, because all the fighters I just named are really entertaining. They all have talent, but they're sitting on the shelf, and it's a shame, man. And again, I'm not pro HBO. Yeah, I enjoy the format more than Showtime, but at the end of the day, I'm pro boxing. You know, I see people say like, oh, Showtime is better than HBO. It doesn't matter. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make a point that there are a lot of fighters who have absolutely no added value at the moment for their career, and that's just a shame, man. That's all I gotta say. I'll let you guys go to some other callers and have a good show.
All right, brother. Well, Vic, I guess I am gonna still ride with Showtime because they're still giving us more content. We get Show Extreme. Sometimes it's up to 4 fights on Show Extreme. We also get championship boxing on Showtime, and then we also get Showbox, and then we get massive amounts of internet content. If you're subscribed to the Showtime podcast right now, you can watch the full Aiden Guerrero fight on your smartphone. If you're subscribed to their YouTube, there's unlimited videos throughout the week. And there will be, it's Fight Week, so that you're going to see more stuff on there for Fight Week. Just like I said for the Frotch Groves, Sky Sports and Showtime, they're more invested in both social media and just getting the word out there, man. They're doing a better job. I mean, HBO, with all the money that they have and all the problems that they have, losing fighters or, you know, having issues with promoters, they should be establishing Lou DiBella guys, Gary Shaw guys.
I think that's what they're doing, though.
How?
I mean, Gary Shaw has got Gale, and he's got Perez. Perez is fighting Brian Jennings now. I mean, we just had Thomas Delorme on there. Lou DiBella doesn't have guys. I mean, let's be real. It's Sergio Martinez and then a bunch of guys that aren't going to be great.
No.
Check his roster out, dude. Let's be real.
Okay, first of all, I disagree that they're doing that because what was the names you mentioned? Just give me the names.
You got Daniel Gill.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. I remember
Thomas Delorme.
Daniel Gill was two-time world champion. So Gary Shaw's not really doing anything. And
How many times have you seen him on HBO?
Gary Shaw's really not doing anything because they're already invested in the 160-pound division. That's why.
I disagree.
And then you said Brian Jennings. They wanted Brian Jennings on their air when he was with Main Events. Brian Jennings.
But who got him on there?
Brian Jennings.
Who got him on there? When he was on HBO, who was he promoted by?
Excuse me.
You can say what you want about having them on there, but was he a main event fighter when he was on HBO? He was not.
I guess you're doing your best rendition of Beeb today because I'm trying to.
Gary Shaw and Ken Hirschman have a good relationship. That's why we saw Thomas Delorme, Kareem Mayfield. Nobody wanted to see that fight. Let's be real.
Can I finish my point?
Go ahead. Go defend Showtime again because they're having a great year.
So you just don't want to hear my point?
Oh, go ahead, because you're selling me Showtime's social media content to kick under the rug the shitty job they've done this year.
Well, Vic, again, Show Extreme shows you about 4 fights.
Okay, about prospects, dude. That's great. But what about the guys? What about Keith Thurman? What about the Danny Garcias? What about these guys that we're already invested in? You gonna show them once or twice a year?
And I'm on board. I'm on board with you and Chemo that they're doing a horrible job of that. But in terms of content, they're winning. They're giving me more as a subscriber to that network. I want more. If it was up to me, they wouldn't play anything but boxing all day, no matter what it was. Whether it was daily interviews with fighters, reporting to a gym, plus fights, I don't give a fuck. Give it to me. That's all I'm saying, Vic. And
I disagree.
Again, the Gil thing, he was a 2-time champion that was already linked to Gennady Golovkin 2 times. HBO been trying to get Gil on. It wasn't Gary Shaw. The other
he's still a Gary Shaw fighter.
Oh my God! But you're not gonna let me just get my point across?
Because you're telling me, oh, he's not getting his guys on. He's clearly getting his guys on.
I'm not saying he's not.
He's clearly getting his guys on. That's like saying,
That's not what I'm saying.
That's like saying, oh, Danny Garcia was with Haymon, but the reason Danny Garcia got on Showtime was because they're already invested in Danny Garcia. No, it doesn't make sense. Brian Jennings was on the air as a Gary Shaw fighter. He wasn't a main event fighter on the air. And in fact, he was a Russell Peltz fighter. He was never with main events.
Can I talk now? Can I just get my sentence out?
You just made your sense. You're just saying. Talk to me about what promoters have gotten their guys on HBO.
Vic, I never said Gary Shaw isn't going to get his fighters on HBO. That's not what I said. Never. Never. I'm saying you're giving him credit for 2 guys that the network already wanted. When Dennis was fighting on NBC Sports, HBO and Max Kellerman already had his face in their top 10 of heavyweights and kept talking about him fight after fight. Do not lie.
I'm not lying.
They wanted that fighter. It didn't matter the promoter. They wanted that.
So why was Jennings versus Adame not going to be on HBO?
Vic, they wanted the fighter.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, Gary Shaw got him on there. That's it, plain and simple. Main event's gonna get him on there. Gary Shaw got him on there.
I highly doubt it when Main Events has a fucking relationship with light heavyweight.
Not as good as Gary Shaw and Ken Hirschman.
Okay.
I promise you that. I promise you that. That's the reason we got Sergey in Zurich fighting Sergio Martinez.
773, you're live on the Boxing Voice.
Yo, this is Santana from Chicago.
What up, Santana?
What up? Shit, I'm going with my boy Gary Russell, man. He like one of my favorite fighters that's out right now, I feel like he's just too skilled for Lomachenko, People that's picking Lomachenko, they going off his amateur background because, he doesn't have a professional background. He only had 2 fights and 1 he lost, so... I don't see him beating Gary Russell. Only way I see him beating Gary Russell if Gary Russell break his hands, and that's it, But I'm picking Robert Garcia and No, not Robert Garcia. Robert Guerrero and Devin.
All right, Santana. That's 7-3, Vic. 7-3. 7 people picking Russell, and 3 for Lomachenko. Yo, he brought up an interesting point. You know, Gary Russell has broken him hands numerous times, and Russians they're known for hard heads, right? 714. You're live on the Boxing Voice.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up? Who's this?
My name's Paul from Huntington Beach.
What's going on, Paul? Talk to us.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to comment real quick. I wanted to get my picks in. I got Alexander winning. I got the Ghost winning, and I gotta go with Gary Russell in this Saturday's card. I'm gonna be there live, so it should be fun.
Nice, nice. Quick note, 8-3.
Yeah. Hey, guys, and I just wanted to ask you guys, where do you guys think John Molina Jr. goes from that loss to Lucas?
Yeah, that's exactly what Vic is upset about. That Vic and Kimo, like all these guys, the Golden Boy / Haymon, whatever's going on over there, they have all these guys, and we don't know what's next for them. Like, you know, I'm not sure if a Molina would have been ready in time for a Garcia fight, but that's what we're saying. Like, we shouldn't be getting Garcia versus Becerra. If we're gonna get that, you might as well give us Molina versus Garcia, or Garcia versus Matisse, or Garcia versus Lamont, or Garcia versus Pistola, if Pistola's not tied to HBO, or Algieri, but Algieri's on vacation, so you know, but just not Becerra.
Yeah, one more thing, guys. I heard Chad Dawson was fighting in Carson this Saturday.
Yeah, he's on this undercard. He's going to be on Show Extreme, and you know that's what I'm saying. They give us more content.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's
Chad
it for me,
Dawson,
guys. Just wanted to get my
Chad
picks
Dawson
in.
is not a guy people are, you know, lining up to see, but Al Haymon is invested in that light heavyweight division. He's got Marcus Brown. He's got this guy Thomas Williams Jr. He's got Adonis Stevenson. He's got fighters in that division, so he's gonna bring back old champions, because guess what? How many times has Mosley lost, and to who? Mosley was used for exactly what Chad Dawson could be used for versus one of these younger light heavyweights. Mosley was used in the Canelo fight for that. Experience with a world champion, with a world-class fighter. And at one point, Chad Dawson was that. At one point, Chad Dawson was bad, just like his ring name. He was bad. He would box the shit out of you, and that would be the night. He beat Tarver twice. He beat Glenn Johnson. He beat Ademic when Ademic was young and undefeated. Like, he beat Bernard Hopkins. Like, he just, that's it, you know. It's probably his chin is gone, so I don't fucking know. Big. Okay. 718, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Antonio.
Antonio, what up? I'm Albany.
What's going on, man? Not much, man. I just, about 5 minutes ago, I started listening to you guys, so I'm, like, kind of late on, you know, based on what you guys said about the fights this upcoming weekend. But, man, I got to go with my boy Russell, man. I mean, let's be real, man. I mean, we don't know what level Russell has, you know, but I believe he has the potential and the talent, man, to be a great featherweight, man. We couldn't see it in his last you know, few opponents, because, you know, they were a bunch of, you know, cab drivers. But I do believe he has the potential and the talent to be one of the great featherweights, man. And I believe he's gonna be Lomachenko this weekend. You know, we can't just you know, put the amateur background Lomachenko has on the line. I mean, this is a whole different level. I mean, even though Gary Russell has these cab drivers on his resume, you know, he still has more professional experience than Lomachenko. You know, and we got to realize, man, Lomachenko, not Lomachenko, but Gary Russell is a whole different fighter than Toledo. You know, it's a whole different fighter from head to toe, man. So, you know, I just feel like Russell's gonna be too much. And with Guerrero, man, yo, to be honest with you, man, I'm just going by his inactivity, man. His last fight was when? Last year against Mayweather. Not last year. When was it? Was it 2013? Did he fought Mayweather? Yeah. And I'm just going with the shocker, man. I'm going with the Asian guy. I don't even know his name, man, but I'm going with the shocker, man. He's gonna outbox Guerrero. And I got Soto Karass knocking out or TKO and Alexander. I just don't think Alexander has the heart. And you know, we all know that Alexander has issues with pressure fighters. You know, he just boxing, man. But with the height of Soto Karass and his Mexican fucking fighting style, I just feel like he's gonna stop Alexander. And those are my picks for this weekend. You know, I mean, Russell, Soto Karass, and I'm going with the shocker, the Asian guy. Man, I'm trying to figure out his name again. What is it? Kamagay, whatever his name is.
Kamagay.
Yeah. But those are my picks, man. But before I let you go, man, I mean, I know this is like in the future, way in the future. But it's going around, you know, on the boxing sites and, you know, Twitter and all this nonsense. What do you guys think about this Mayweather thing going on, that he might fight 2 times on the same day to defend his 147-pound title and his 154-pound title? What do you guys think about that? And do you think it's going to happen? And who do you think he's going to fight and defend those titles with?
That's impossible.
It is impossible, but I forgot who did it. Someone did it in history, right? There was one guy that did it before. I forgot his name. Who was it?
It's not even sanctioned. You can't even have a fight within you got to at least have 2 weeks. If you had a fight that didn't have damage by the sanctioning bodies, they don't even let you fight. I think it's like 2 weeks or 1 month. You're crazy. You're not allowed to fight.
I don't know, man. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Hey, man, Danny Garcia should fight Tomas Delorme next, man. Instead of fucking garbage Bracero, man. Él es basura, man. Come on, man. Bracero basura. Just name him basura, because come on, man. Danny Garcia is declining. Ever since he fucking won that title, he's been fucking declining. You know, ever since he had that fight with Matisse afterwards, man, he's just been declining, man. Fighting all these bums. You know, he lost to fucking Herrera, and now he's going to fight Bracero? Come on, man. Like, you got to talk to your boy Danny, man. You gotta talk to him, man.
You guys hate Danny.
No. Let me tell you something, Ness.
Hold on. Y'all hate on him so much. Listen to what Antonio just said, Vic, and tell me how it makes sense. He's declining. Now, he fought and beat the guy you guys thought he would lose to, and he had a bad fight with Herrera. He's declining. That's one fight. We have to see at least one more declining fight, Antonio. You're out of fucking control, bro. Whoa.
Yo, no. I'm saying though, I love Danny Garcia. Man, I loved it when he beat Khan. I loved it when he beat Matisse. You know, Zab Judah, man. But come on, man. I mean, you're the champion, man. You're the fucking lineal champion of the 140 division, man. I mean, you should be fighting all these top guys, man. Try to fucking call out Peterson, man. I mean, instead of trying to, you know, wait out there for these bumps to come through, man. It's just pissing me off, man. I love Danny, man, but you gotta step it up, man. I mean,
let me ask you something. What about when Mayweather fought Baldomir?
Well, come on, man. That was years ago, bro. Okay,
but that's the point.
That's the thing, though. I don't want to compare.
No.
I don't want to compare Danny to Mayweather, though.
I don't want
to compare Danny to Mayweather, man.
But Antonio, wait a minute. Let's conversate. Hold on. It's a long time ago, but Floyd is also 36. So when Floyd was Danny's age, he snuck one in there, didn't he? He snuck a Baldomir in there, right?
He did. Yeah, he did. But that's the thing, though.
He snuck an Emmanuel Augustus. He snuck an Emmanuel Augustus in there, and he snuck a Chop Corley in there. Come on, he snuck some guys in there.
But Ness, you want Danny Garcia to be just like Mayweather?
No, because we could do that with every single fighter. Every single fighter. Manny Pacquiao, didn't he sneak fucking David Diaz in there?
But look, let's be real. He lost to fucking Maurice, right, in his last fight. But now he's trying to fight Bracero?
Well, we don't even know that yet. It's a rumor, for God's sakes.
I know. But it's been a rumor for a few months now, man. I mean, I bet you at the end of the day he's going to fight Bracero, man.
Oh, I hope those rumors are wrong.
What happens with him, man? I mean, I wish he could fight Tomas Delorme, man. Delorme would knock the shit out of him, bro.
Oh, you stop.
His
You better
agent.
stop that. You just said Delorme knocked Danny Garcia out?
Yeah, he said it.
Oh, come on.
I said it.
You
Just
better
like I called Cotto, and just like I called Algieri.
Yeah, but
What's gonna happen? You know.
was his Cotto pick more on hard though?
Puerto Rico, bro. Delorme versus Danny Garcia in Puerto Rico. That'd be a fucking great fight in Puerto Rico, bro.
I don't know, dude. I think Delorme isn't on that level yet.
You know, but Bracero is.
I'm not saying that, but I don't think Delorme knocks out Garcia. I think you're taking a lot of credit away from Danny, man, off of one fight, man. Herrera's a tough out, man. Herrera's a tough out.
Man, if he looks bad in his next fight, man, I'm like jumping off the train, to be honest with you, man. Because I love Danny, man. And
bandwagon fan.
no, man. Because I don't know, man. We'll see what happens in the future. But hey, but that's about it, guys. I came up for this weekend's fight, man.
All right, brother.
Yo.
What up? What's up, Antonio?
Yo. Algieri, man, Algieri. Why not put him with Thomas Delorme at 140? I mean, people gotta stop fucking mentioning Pacquiao and shit right now, man. Algieri just got that title, man. I mean,
they probably will.
He gonna
Look,
fight
their
next?
options. Remember, they probably will, Antonio. I got to get on to some other calls, but they probably will because their options are Delorme and Pistola. That's what they showed us. So that's what they're going to give us eventually. 732, you're live on Box Boys.
Man, listen, man, you can Google me, man. You can look me up. This is Jose Adorno, a.k.a. the Dominican Dream. Y'all niggas can't dream. You got to make sure you put the Dominican in. What's good?
What up, man?
Look, man, I don't know, man. I mean, you guys got some good points, man, and some bad ones, stuff I disagree with. But, you know, I think that this card, I like this card, man, because you got to understand, Jesus Soto Karass is the guy that always gives you your money's worth. He's going to come to bank. If he is as consistent Saturday night as he has been in his last 4 or 5 fights, he got motivated again and started whooping ass or giving good fights against Maidana, against Sturman. I mean, those are two tough dudes, and he put on great performances against both of them. You know, B.J. Dean and who else was the big shot? Oh, Berto. Listen, man, that's going to be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you leave it in Soto Karass's hands, it's going to be a good fight. You know, Alexander, he's going to come in the box. He's a good fighter. But I'm going to go with Soto Karass, man, on that fight because I like his style. You know, pressure, the power, the the Mexican chin. I'm gonna go with him, but it's a tough fight to call. And Lomachenko versus Gary Russell, like you guys said, absolutely, this is the main event. It should be the main event. I'm gonna go with Lomachenko, man, because I think that if you put together all those bumps that Gary Russell Jr. fought, they amount to one fight with Salido. The experience you gain from fighting Salido one time is more than you could gain from fighting all those fucking bums. I don't care if it's 20, 30, 40 of them. And he only got like 20-something fights. You know what I'm saying? He already fought that dude in the tournament, and then he fought that other guy. So he really has 3 professional fights plus, 300-something amateur fights. And you got to remember his age, too. He's not a kid. This dude is like 30, 33 years old. He looks young, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown man, Lomachenko. So that's another tough fight, and that's a fight I can't wait to see, man. But I'm going to go with Lomachenko, man. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. But it's definitely a close fight. And Robert Guerrero, he fighting a Japanese dude. Anybody that's Japanese and weighs over 120-something pounds, they ain't no good. You know that. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no power. So Robert Guerrero should do what he does. And I don't think it's a bad card, man. I really don't. Because, Robert Guerrero's a guy who, he's not a great fighter, but he does, comes to fight. And Gary gonna come to prove something. Lomachenko gonna come to prove something. And Soto Karass gonna come to knock this black nigga out, Alexander. So I think it's a good card. But as far as y'all remember y'all was talking on the show before about Ruslan Pacquiao. Like, come on, man. Like, nah, man. Y'all seen what happened to Ruslan last Saturday, and he was talking about it's a good fight with Pacquiao. Like, nah, man. Y'all gotta stop shitting on Pacquiao on this show, man. Y'all gotta stop doing that.
No. We ain't shitting on Pacquiao. That's still a good fight. Those styles
That ain't no
will
good
make
fight.
a good fight.
It's not a good fight.
I think those styles make
A good
fight.
A good fight is Rios versus Ruslan, and you see what happened to Rios when he fought Pacquiao. Shit, a real good fight is Rios versus Chavez. We see what happened to Rios when he fought. That's not, man. That's Pacquiao's sparring partner, man. Come on, man.
Hey man, I think it'll make a good
That's
fight.
like Mayweather fighting Ishii Smith at 54. Like that's the nigga's spar. He used that nigga to spar. Come on, man, stop.
I hear you. I'm pretty sure other people
But all right, Joe.
disagree. All right, Dre. I'm pretty sure other people would like to see that fight. 503, you're live in the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Josue from Aloha, Oregon.
What's going on, Josue?
Hey, so what's up, man? So I wanted to get my predictions out for the Saturday's fight. Let's start with Jesus Sotocaraz. I think he's gonna pull it off. That's my dude, man. I love Sotocaraz. I love the way he fights. You know, he brings it. I don't think he's gonna get the knockout, but I do think he's gonna win. That Gary Russell Jr. versus Lomachenko fight, I think Gary Russell Jr. wins just because he's got the pro experience. I don't think that that Lomachenko has what it takes to, you know, to be a champion right now. He needs to be more like a Rigondeaux, like have at least 10 fights in you know, in his under him, and then finally get a world title fight. I think it was a mistake fighting Salido the first time. The Guerrero fight, I think Guerrero takes it easily, you know. But that's just my prediction. Just wanted to say that out there. So if I have to eat my crow on Sunday, then I'll eat it.
All right, Josue. Hey, Vic, so that is 10 for Russell and 4 for Lomachenko, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, Dream just picked Lomachenko. But
Russell,
that's 3.
Russell's actually the underdog, Ness. He's a plus 145.
Really?
So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's almost an even money fight.
We got 3 people that called in for Karas. Because I got to keep track, man. These fucking guys, they're out of control, man. They all picked Cotto a couple of weeks ago. They all picked him.
You know, Guerrero could be ripe for the upset, you know, because he's been off for so long, and you really don't know where the guy's head's at. It seems like he's very indecisive, always doing something new. Plus all that, you know, issues he had before the Mayweather fight, going to the Jerry Falwell and having the issue with the gun. And he's like, you know, can't make up his mind if he wants to be a gangster, if he wants to be a Christian schoolboy type guy. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this Japanese guy, but I'm kind of tempted to lay a little small wager on him right now, because I think Guerrero is just, I don't know, man. I don't think he's focused. And I'm not really impressed with this fight. I mean, why would he be taking a fight like this that really has no significance? I mean, is this guy even ranked?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
He has to be ranked, right? Didn't you say he's an interim titleist or something?
Nah, that's Johan Perez.
No, I think this is just a preliminary type fight. But I want to correct one of the callers that called in about Floyd Mayweather fighting 2 times. That's not what he said. When Sugar Ray
defend both belts, right? That's what it was, right?
Yeah, he wanted just gonna fight and put both belts on the line for one fight. Like the fight to weigh in at 147 and still defend his 154-pound title along with his 147-pound title. So it's not like he's gonna play. I'm not trying to make fun of the dude, but that shit sounded like a fucking like a tough man contest, like a circus act, like the guy fighting.
No, but I seen some websites. I seen some websites that had. I'm not gonna name them because I'm gonna throw them out like that, but you know, some websites that said he was fighting twice, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that's what he meant.
Yeah, that's not what I read. I read he wanted to defend both belts in one fight. But George Foreman actually did fight five guys in one night. Like they're all exhibition fights, though. He couldn't get them sanctioned as pro fights. But you know, in order to do it, it had to be deemed exhibition. So It was done before, but not really professional, you know. But a pro fighter has done it before. About 5 guys in one night. It's crazy.
Nelt
But,
is also picking Karras, so that's 4 people for Karras.
wow. I don't know. Karras is a big underdog too. He's like a 6-1 underdog.
Well,
So if you
since
do
we're...
like Karras, say again?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I think if you guys like, if anyone does like Karras, it's kind of worth putting a small wager on him. He's a big underdog.
And
But
I think it was... I don't know who called in, Vic, and they were saying that Devin Alexander doesn't like pressure, and you know he almost, that was Antonio from Albany. He almost convinced me, man. I mean, maybe because Devin Alexander, like in the Bradley fight, he couldn't take the pressure. In the Porter fight, he couldn't take the pressure. And in the
But
McDonald
that's
fight,
what guys who put pressure on and are fast. See, if a guy puts pressure on and he's fast, then that's a different story. Like the one advantage he's going to have with Karras is the speed. Karras is a lot slower than Devin. And if you're a lot slower than Devin, you give him that time to react and grab you. You know, when Karras doesn't work well out of the clinches, he can't fight his way out of the clinches like Bradley and Porter could. He's tall. Like Bradley and Porter are kind of short and stocky, and they're hard to grab onto, and they kind of like slip up underneath the clinches. More or less, what I say is a good strategy for getting out of the clinch. When a guy holds you, you just duck down and bob, and you weave off to the side, bob down, bob out of the way of the clinch. But I don't think Karras has that ability to do that. So that's why I don't think he'll be able to have a lot of success on the inside. But I could be wrong. But I don't know. I just think this fight was set up for a reason. This is a comeback fight, and I think it's. I don't want to call it a showcase fight, but it's definitely not the toughest opponent they could have got for him. Style-wise, this kind of fits right into his hands a little bit, I would say.
So Vic, earlier Oscar tweeted out that he was expecting about 350 buys, or that he would be happy with that.
Well, what he said was, I was in the call, he expects more than 350,000 buys.
And it seems like they're going that route because the HD presentation of Honor and Glory, the card that's going to feature, of course, Canelo Alvarez and Islandri Lara at 155 pounds, not for Laura's title, is also going to be showed in its entirety in the movie theater. So he's doing a Mayweather move here. And they're starting early with this kid. They're going for gusto.
Well, I mean, I don't know how well this pay-per-view is going to do, being that it's following 3 pay-per-views, not to mention 3 of the biggest pay-per-view stars in our country. Pacquiao, Mayweather, Cotto. I mean, the Cotto numbers aren't out yet. Someone said the Cotto numbers weren't that good. I think it was Mike Woods, so that might have some effect on it. But I like what they're doing. I mean, would I have preferred this fight to be on regular Showtime? Absolutely. But Canelo, he is going into that, or they're trying to make him into that Pacquiao Mayweather, where every one of his fights pay-per-view. And 350 to start off wasn't too bad. I'm just not sure if the watering of the market and pay-per-views is going to hurt those sales.
That's an excellent point, man. He's coming in 4th place after 4 huge pay-per-views. That is, and then we're gonna get another Mayweather one and another Pacquiao one. They're killing us this year for sure. Beeb, you're like me, man. You don't mind that shit. We pay for it. We don't give a fuck. We want to watch HD.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? People, picking sides with the Showtime and HBO thing. And I did say a while back that it's all cyclical, really. You'll have a stretch where Showtime will put on a bunch of great fights, and then you'll have a stretch where HBO will put on a bunch of great fights. But at the end of the day, it seems like Showtime just wants to put a lot of money into whoever they can. Like, they put a lot of money into Tyson, hoping that was going to turn everything around for them. And again, I commend them. They did put on a lot of good fights. They got a lot of fighters under their banner. That's great. But at the end of the day, you have to be careful with that when you have so many fighters, because then you have to try to make fights for these guys and you can't always put them against the best possible opposition. So because they're so watered down with talent right now, you'll see a stretch where, yeah, they'll put on some good fights, but you're also going to see that stretch where you're going to see some of these fights like the one you're going to see this weekend. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do? You know, it's just tough because, you know, Showtime, I think the main goal was just to say, hey, we got more stars than you, HBO. But at the end of the day, you know, HBO is patient. They're strategic. You know, they'll give you quality. They don't have to, like, just basically flood the airways with fights. They'll cut back on their fights more so to put on quality. And I think right now they're starting to focus a little more on their quality. I think they're starting to see that, hey, you know what, there's an opportunity here for us to put on some good fights, and we can market ourselves as, you know what, we're putting on the better fights, not showcase fights like Bob Arum says. You know, we're putting on 50-50 fights, whereas they're putting on showcase fights. Because let's face it, I mean, there's a lot of great fights that could be made that aren't being made over there. And if they have all this talent, then why not match up this talent against each other? And they haven't really done that. They've done it, you know, a little bit here and there to some degree. But let's face it. Right now, HBO at the present time has been putting on, you know, the more competitive matchups on paper. I mean, the year's not out. It's not over.
Which
I mean,
ones?
we are going to get. I think the Bradley Pacquiao was a 50-50 fight. I think this Cotto Martinez fight was very intriguing. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a very intriguing fight. You know, and I think if you look at the calendar, like the Provodnikov Algieri fight, that was a good fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
and
that,
you could say
not
on paper that wasn't supposed to be that way, but
I think we didn't kill that fight. I don't think me, you, and people here killed that fight. We didn't kill it. We thought it'd be competitive.
Yeah, but Vic, that's because
I mean, we all thought it would be. I guess from our vantage, I guess you have to go by each individual. I thought the fight was going to be interesting. I thought style-wise it made for an interesting fight. Like, with all due respect, I don't know who this Japanese person is, and no one knows who this person is. So if the hardcores don't know who this person is, then how can the casuals know? So I don't know. Well, I just think that, hey, they're intense and they're happy with saying we have all the names over here, we have all the stars. Okay, that's all well and good.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, B, but I think all three fights will be competitive this weekend. And that's just me.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just want to say that.
I'm not saying it's a great card, but I think all three fights will be competitive this weekend.
I hope you're right, Vic. I hope you're right. I mean,
say,
I'm not rooting against it to not be competitive, but it would be much more intriguing if Guerrero came back against someone that we knew. That's all I'm saying. I mean, this guy just got finished fighting Mayweather, and he's on the shelf so long. It would have been nice to see him in there with a half-decent opponent. That's all I'm saying. And maybe this kid is. I don't know, but I just don't know who this person is. I could be wrong.
And I just want to say that we didn't rip this fight because us on the panel knew Algieri. We had watched him fight before. I remember telling everyone to watch the Emmanuel Taylor fight because that was going to be his step up.
Yeah, you did. You did.
You know, but
Froch Groves too, though, Ness. Look at Froch Groves. That was a great fight on paper too.
But everyone that called in basically was picking Provodnikov, so that was a showcase fight. Like you know, I just get upset when we try to give credit to.
I guess it was an intriguing fight, though, Ness. It was an intriguing fight. Like this, Miguel Cotto Martinez was an intriguing fight. Froch Groves was an intriguing fight. You know what I mean? they were intriguing fights.
They were. They ended.
You know, Marquez Alvarado, intriguing fight. You know, you have Alvarado going up against Marquez. Who, you know, people, that was 50-50 in a lot of people's minds. A lot of people picked Alvarado. I picked Alvarado. I can't remember. I think you picked Marquez. But there were others that picked Alvarado. So I think this, you know, these last 2 or 3 months, I think there's been a nice stretch of intriguing matchups on HBO, whereas I haven't seen that so much on Showtime. Showtimes look more like showcase fights. Like this card, to me, coming up this week looks like we're just trying to showcase our stars. We're not trying to put them in there too tough. And I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but just looks like that way. I mean, I see Devin Alexander possibly, winning a very wide margin, wide decision, in my opinion. And, Guerrero could do the same. He could do the same. I hope I'm wrong, but it just looks to be shaping up to be a showcase card to me. And I hope Vic's right and I'm wrong.
I agree, and I agree that probably everything that HBO has put out, like, those that you mentioned, and the ones that were mistakes. I just wondered that. Like, I need people to clarify that. Like, just accept the fact that it was a mistake that happened, and it was a good one for you as a boxing fan.
Oh, it was unexpected. It was unexpected. Most definitely was unexpected.
Exactly. But yeah, HBO is doing a better job. But I want to talk about Orlando Salido. He's going to be making a return, but he's going to be coming back as a junior lightweight, so that's 130 pounds. He's going to be fighting in Mexico, and if all goes well, he'll get the title shot against Takeshi Mora.
And I hope that I know I tweeted that yesterday, and Ryan Bivens kind of shot me down to earth. He doesn't think that fight happens, but if it does in October, man, that's a war, dude. Miura and Salido, I'm all in on that one.
Hold on 1 second. International caller with some numbers 4631533. You're calling the old Skype number, my friend. Please go to Blog Talk and hit the Skype button there. I've seen you tried to call 100 times, but I can't pick up from there. I'm sorry, Vic. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that if that fight comes off in October, then I'm all in, dude. That's fight of the year type stuff right there on paper.
Yeah, well, Bob Arum is saying that he's looking to put it in. Well, actually, Sean Gibson, the manager of
Salido.
He's saying that their top rank plans to put it in Asia, somewhere in Singapore. Also, a pretty good fight. This is a good, decent fight, and it's going to be, totally free on Fox Sports. Jerry Belmontes and Abner Cotto. They're going to meet in a 10-rounder. Belmontes had beat that dude from UK who signed the Golden Boy, William Thompson, and I guess they give him a comeback fight here. Not a comeback fight, but a thank you fight, or
well, it's a home fight, right? It's going to be in Corpus Christi. It's another side. I think it's a good Fox Sports 1 card. I think that'll be a fun fight, actually.
Yep. And Leo Margolis, your boy, he just signed the amateur standout Eddie Ramirez 4-0-3. And his first 6-rounder is going to be against an opponent to be determined, but he's only got 4 fights, and he's already going to fight a 6-rounder on July 25th. That's kind of fast. Actually,
is it supposed to be on the Chicago Stadium card?
It's at the Chicago UIC
Pavilion.
Yep.
That's not the stadium card. All right, no, that's good.
And also Roberto Garcia. This is that guy that used to fight at 154. Yeah, he's now fighting at 147. He's going to be facing British Prescott. This is going to be a pretty good ESPN card here. Well, yeah, this is ESPN, July 25th. So definitely we need to tune into that. Vic and Beeb. Vic, I'm sure you know a little more about this, but did you hear about this ongoing litigations over Canelo Alvarez's contract with Golden Boy? There's a promotional company by the name of All Star Boxing is set to move the trial in Dade County Circuit Court in Florida beginning October 13th for a pre-trial conference which is scheduled for October 2nd. All Star Boxing is suing Golden Boy, claiming it interfered with the contract with Alvarez.
I heard. I mean, this has been an ongoing thing. Like I told you when we spoke, surprised it took this long to actually get somewhere. I mean, I'm not sure how it affects anything because I haven't really looked at it. I'm not sure what basis they have, but like I said, this has been going on for a while. I don't know, Beeb, if you heard about it, but I remember this happening last year.
I read about it, but I don't know too much about it, in depth. That's what I was hoping maybe you may be able to enlighten me on it. But maybe there's just not much information about it out there, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. I haven't even looked at any paperwork.
Well, that's all the facts that we got. It's going to start October 13th, but they also have a pretrial conference, which things could probably be settled out there in the pretrial conference October 2nd. Boxeo.
Can I say one thing real quick? You were talking about before about Mayweather possibly reneging, doing the fights with Golden Boy, but he kind of openly said that too. Because the first day he said he wasn't going to do business, and the next day he said, "Oh, I wouldn't do business for a Canelo rematch." So that in itself kind of leads me to believe that, hey, you know what? That was just all smoke and mirrors. The first statement of not working with him, because at the end of the day, I mean, he knows they've done right by him, and it still is Oscar's company, whether or not Richard Schaefer, was the CEO at the time or not. I mean, they still have proven that they could, promote quality events, and I think he realizes that. So I don't think that he's not.
Golden Boy has MGM reserved for Cinco de Mayo weekend. It's not Mayweather. So what does Mayweather do then? I mean, if he wants to fight on that big weekend,
well, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying? He's got to play ball with Golden.
Exactly. I mean, he knows that Golden Boy, in his mind, is probably the lesser of two evils, and that's probably, I'm just speculating, but that's probably how Haymon is selling it to him. Well, I mean, we've worked with these guys for a while. They've always done right by us. They're still better than Top Rank. So, I mean, I still don't think that they're going to want to be able to do it themselves. As I've said several times, there's a reason why they were using them in the first place. And Ellerby can say whatever he wants, but at the end of the day, if you could have done it, you would have done it before. You would have done it sooner by yourself. It's probably, more financially beneficial to you to do it this way. So that's why you're doing it this way, and that's probably why you're going to continue to do it this way. Easier for you.
Let's take some calls here. We got some new callers here. 916, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
What's up, Boxing Voice? It's Alex from Sacramento.
What's going on, Alex?
I'm just calling to get my picks for this Saturday on the Showtime. Let's start with the Gary Russell versus Lomachenko. I'm going to roll with Lomachenko. I think that, he learned from the mistake that he had with his second professional bout with Salido, and he's going to come in and take care of business. And then right to the Guerrero versus Yoshihara or Yakamasaki, whatever, on the side.
God, they're terrible.
I'm gonna go with Guerrero. I think, like Steve said, it's a showcase fight, and Guerrero, he's put in this position to look good, and that's what it's gonna be at the end of the day. And then the Soto Karass versus Devin Alexander. I'm gonna roll with Soto Karass. I think that he is the underdog, but he's pulled some upsets in the past, like when he upset Andre Berto, and I think he got what it takes, and he could put Devin Alexander on his ass. But I just wanted to get my picks in, and you guys are doing a great job. I love the show. Listen to the show. Watch the show every Thursday and Sunday, and keep it up.
Thanks, brother.
I think.
So he went with Lomachenko.
I think
and
Lomachenko's
Karass,
gonna blitz freaking Gary Russell. I think he's
gonna
gonna
five. That's 5 picks for Loma.
5 to 10, and he went with Lomo and Karass, right?
Karass, yep.
Damn, Karass got 5 picks now. All right.
People are really sour on Devin Alexander, man. Just like they were sour before, when he had those couple bad performances, and then he fought Maidana. A lot of people were picking Maidana in that fight. Remember that?
615. That Maidana fight has always left a sour taste in my mouth. I hated that he held him so much. 615, you're live. Do you want to talk? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. 615, we're back with you.
Hey, what's going on, man? I've been trying to call y'all for I don't know how long now. I tried to call y'all Sunday when y'all was on, but what I really wanted to talk about was, I know y'all really wasn't talking about this too much, but Canelo and Lara. Hey, do you think the fix is on with Canelo since Golden Boy put so much money in him that no matter what, he got to win this fight? Because it'd be too big of an upset.
Well, it could always go the other way. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist. If right now Al Heyman is trying to separate himself from Golden Boy, why not beat his Golden Boy? No matter what.
Ah, shit. I didn't look at it like that.
Well, this is the biggest fight in terms of if there is a Golden Boy Heyman split. This is the biggest fight that can come to mind. I mean, if Al Heyman wanted to put a dent in Golden Boy and drop their stock in a heartbeat, it'd be Lara beating Canelo. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen because I've seen the three judges. They're all terrible, by the way. They've got records of bad scoring. So, I mean, I guess strap your seatbelt and enjoy the ride because there might be some shady shit going on July 12th. Either way.
Yeah, Robert Byrd is going to be the referee for the main event. And the judges is going to be Dave Moretti, Jerry Rolfe, and Levi Martinez.
Levi Martinez is terrible. Dave Moretti has some bad scorecards. Who's the other one? Who's the first one? Who? Joey?
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Rolfe. Oh, that guy. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some bad scorecards written from him. That dude's like on every Vegas fight.
Yeah, man. Well, 615, man. Thanks.
He's like Harold Letterman, man. Jerry Ross. He's like.
Yeah, he's terrible. These judges are terrible, man.
Hey, 615, man. Thanks for calling in. I'm gonna get to some other calls. Let me see if this is that international caller has been tweeting us. 111111. You're live. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. I'm calling from Sweden.
What's going on, brother? You were the guy tweeting us?
Yes, that's me.
You know, the problem is that your number's coming up, 111.
Well, good stuff. I got you on the line. Let me just start off by saying, love the show.
Thank you.
Nez, you're my favorite.
Thank you.
You know why?
Why? Because I'm biased, right? You're going to say because I'm biased?
No. You tease a little bit. I like that. You get the whole thing going on.
Yeah, I like to give these guys shit, man. Beeb doesn't like it
a lot
when
of
I do
shit,
that.
right?
No. Look, shout out to James and Vic, Beeb, and Ringside. What do you call it?
Ringside Robbie.
Oh, wow. Love that guy. He's a cool guy.
Uh-oh.
He's a cool guy.
They're going to hate you now because they were calling in saying they didn't like Robbie, and now you're calling in saying you like.
No.
Ringside
Look,
Robbie, man.
Look, can I just say something?
Yeah,
he's a cool dude. Wood, I'm not. Wow. What's up with that dude? Man, if he wants to pick a fight, man, tell him to come over here to Sweden.
Ooh.
I'm telling him anytime, any day. Especially I'll even pay the paycheck, no problems.
That's crazy.
No, seriously. I enjoyed the show. I must be like the only person who literally listens to this show in Sweden. It's a boring country. It is.
Tell all your friends, man. Tell all your friends about it.
The only person that we have to root for is Gustafsson against Bones Jones.
Oh man, you talking?
That's all we got.
MMA?
That's all we got. Nez, keep on doing what you do, teasing people, piss people off. James and Vic and the rest of them, let them be the intellectuals.
Yo, isn't that like an underhanded compliment there? What the fuck? I could be intellectual. Nah, I get your drift, brother. Thank you, man.
No, you're so much like me. I'm a hater.
Well, that's a hater. That's awesome.
Anyway,
that is so awesome.
can I just finish off by saying but a couple of 2 words? Yeah?
Yeah.
Wanted to put on an iTunes review. I give you guys the 5 stars every time. But the thing is, how can I beat every review? Like, look, my English is not perfect. I try.
How could you beat every review or read every review?
I read.
How can you read it?
I've heard.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I've heard every review that you guys give. And I'm like, I want to top it.
Oh, you want to top it? Hey
That's-
man, use Google Translate and say it however you say it. Since you said your English is not good, say it in your native tongue, and use Google Translate to translate it for you in English.
My native tongue is English. So, oh my God, how stupid is that one?
Wait a minute.
Look,
you the one just said your English is bad. So how is your English your native tongue?
Well, obviously, when you live in Sweden, you kind of forget the English.
Okay.
So is your Swedish worse than your English? Is that what you're saying?
My Swedish is better than the English.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, use
that's your
Google
native
Translate.
tongue.
That's what I'm telling you. Use Google Translate. Say it in Sweden. It'll translate it to English for you. Copy and paste, and you're done.
Ness, can I just say some 1 or 2 stuff to you? Straight up.
Okay, go.
Just back off a little bit. You know you're a bully kind of way. You know what? And
you sound like
fail miserably every time on your picks, man. Every time. You fail miserably on the picks. And guess what? You know what? I'll throw this one in too. Guess what? You know what? I actually love the way you laugh sometimes. You're very cool that way. It's very arrogant, but I like it. It's cool stuff.
You know what he's doing, right? He's stabbing me,
Yeah.
and then he's healing the wounds. This guy is evil.
He's doing what I do all the time. I think he's taking a page out of my book.
He sounds like you. He's already said 2 things you always say.
I'm hearing you guys, man.
What happened?
Man, it must be. It's kind of like a dream. I'm hearing you guys, man. I love y'all. You're doing a wonderful job, all of y'all. And let it be heard that Ringside Robbie, he should not be bullied by nobody.
Ringside Robbie's a boss. He's a boss, baby.
No, I love the guy. He's a cool guy. Wood, what the hell is wrong with him? What, does he want to pick a fight with somebody? What the hell is wrong with him?
I don't know.
Want the good fights. He just
anyway,
wants the good fights.
I'm completely out of
I
it
think
now.
that's wood right there. Is that wood? That might be wood. I'm not sure.
This shit's about to turn into World War III.
I think I see his number, Sweden.
Listen, I respect y'all.
I'm gonna go ahead and get to some other callers, brother. But thanks for calling in, man. I'm glad that we popped your cherry. So for that review,
Listen.
Review.
Before you let me go, I just want you to give a little shout out to my little boy, my Elias.
Elias?
Yes.
Well, shout out to you
Can
and
you hear that?
Elias, man. Shout out to you and Elias. Thank you for listening, man. We appreciate everyone.
No, I said Elias.
Yeah, I said Elias.
Good. Can I hear a shout out one more time?
Shout out to Elias.
No, come on, for real.
I'm
sorry.
Shout out to Elias.
Good.
All right,
Most
brother.
definitely, I'll follow you guys, and if you guys need any support and what have you, let me know.
All right, brother. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for calling in.
Because I.
Oh, he's not done. I'm sorry. What you
All
say?
right. Have a good one.
All right, brother. Great call, man. All the way from Sweden. 443. You're live on the Boxer Voices. This Wood.
Yo, what's up, yo?
Yo.
I don't know what that motherfucking faggy from Sweden got in his cup. But he better put it down or pour it out. He gonna get himself stretched the fuck out. He better put that drink down or pour it out. Hey, man. Hey, look. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this shit, yo. You see that? Yeah, I know I'm late. I ain't get a chance to call. Last week, man. But you see how James, man, that shit was crazy as shit. You see how excited James was when that white boy won, man. Algerian shit, yeah, Algerian, man. This motherfucker, man, he's like he about to come in his panties, man. I'm just so fucking excited, man. I'm just so fucking excited, man. Oh, shit. He's supposed to be unbiased and shit. I thought he's supposed to be unbiased and shit. Like, I'm so fucking excited, man. He said, I love it. He was like, man, I ain't never see this motherfucker talk so much in my motherfucking life. I was like, yeah, damn. Hey, yo, hey, that's why you let this faggy motherfucker, man, come on there. It seemed like he was coming on to you, man. He kept saying he love you and shit. Yo, you supposed to straight, yo, you
Stop
supposed to
acting
straight.
like you don't love me. You love me too.
No, man, yeah, you cool dude, man, with all that love
every
shit. I don't know
week.
about that, man.
You call in here every week, twice a week. You
I
love
don't know.
us too. Knock
Hey,
it
you
off.
cool dude and shit, man. This motherfucker was a straight blister, man. I don't know what the motherfucker on dope or Doug food. Hey, you should have let me on while he was on there, and that's why you ain't click on let me get on there.
We don't want
Hello?
World War III.
We'll say that again, yeah.
I said because we don't want World War III.
What the fuck? What the fuck you got in your cup? World War III and shit. The fuck you got? Them you better put it down or pour it out. You better put it down or pour it out. That motherfucker on dope or Doug food. Hey, man, I'm telling you. Hey, look, can I get my picks in there, Ness?
If you stop rambling, talking about dog.
Yeah. Let me get my picks. Yo, look, with the motherfucker.
Wait a minute.
I'm pick Guerrero.
No, wait.
Guerrero.
What? Wait, because you have to eat crow. You think you're just gonna call in and anything good?
For what?
You said the Algerian wasn't gonna win.
Oh yeah. Hey man, look, yo, check this shit out. Well, let's check this shit out. That motherfucking fight was supposed to be stopped in the first round, man. He fucking ripped this kid fucking face off. He ripped this kid face off. Look, if somebody would have said, look, if somebody would have said, look, who won this fight? And you look, if somebody would have came in the room right and y'all seen these two motherfuckers in the room, who the fuck looked like the winner, man?
That ain't got shit to do with who won.
I know what I'm saying.
Round.
Who looked like the winner? His whole fucking face his eye was fucking shut. His nose was busted. His lip was fucked up. And how the hell he, man, that shit, yo. They want another. They working on another great white hope. That's all they want. I ain't no racist. I know the Algerian and shit. I don't got nothing against Algerians, like I said before. But this motherfucker, they got the fix was in, man. They wanted the Algerian to win the Great White Hope. They gonna sell that shit to the New York. They gonna sell that shit to the. Cause you see how happy James was. James was happy. That motherfucker creamed in his motherfucking pants. That motherfucker was happy as shit.
Yo, what's your picks, bud? What's your picks?
Okay, Guerrero gonna beat this motherfucker, yo. This motherfucking Gary Russell gonna lose. What's his motherfucking name?
Lomachenko, dude.
Homochenko and shit. This motherfucking name. The white boy, yo, he gonna beat him, yo, cause this nigga, he thinks he got a lot of experience. I've been in 24 fights. He ain't letting the motherfucker know he fought 24 tomato cans and shit. He keep leaving that part out. This motherfucker Lomachenko got more experience than this motherfucker. Cause the two motherfuckers he did fight is way past. They way past them cans, them tomato cans, them motherfucking bums and shit. This motherfucker was fighting. He way better than. He think he got all this experience. I don't know who gassing this motherfucker up. His father must be gassing this nigga. But I think that white boy gonna put his hands on him, man. I think the white boy gonna put his hands on him. And Alexander gonna beat the shit out this we gonna beat the shit out of Karas, man. Karas is that's all Karas is. You ever watch wrestling and shit? He's a jobber. He what you call in wrestling a jobber. When a nigga on a losing streak, he want to get some confidence back in himself. You put that motherfucker in there with Karas. Like when Madonna lost, they put him in there with Karas. When Madonna came back, he wanted to get some confidence back up. You put that motherfucker in there with Karas. That's all Karas is. He a confidence booster. Tim, do you feel me on this? Do you feel me, my nigga? Do you feel me, my nigga?
I tend to agree that he's, being used as a confidence booster, absolutely. But it's not an easy fight though, because Karas is a dangerous guy. But I'm going with Alexander as well.
But he don't got no. He's dangerous just for offense. The motherfucker don't got no defense, man. You can hit this nigga in the dark. You can hit his ass in the dark, man.
But Alexander,
you can hit him in the dark.
But Alexander ain't got no heart.
Man, he had enough heart to beat the shit out of Madonna ass.
You mean hold the shit out of Madonna?
But he beat the shit out of him, Jay. He hit him. Madonna said supposed to let him hold him. Why ain't he stopping him from holding him? He's supposed to be that nigga, right? Why he stop him?
There's a video out there. You can Google it. There's over 117 clinches in that fight, man. Devin was out of control. He knows it. He said it on the conference call. That he never gets credit. When I beat Madonna, they said I was holding.
Yeah, I know he holding me, but Madonna's supposed to do something. That's Madonna's job to do something about it.
You're absolutely right.
That nigga was,
You're absolutely
that was his job to do something about it. He ain't do shit about it.
We ain't got to argue about that. You're right about that. You're right about that, but don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Well, he gonna beat the shit. He got his confidence booster. And I had something else I had to say to you. Man. I can't wait to talk to James, man. James is into that motherfucking white hope shit. I ain't know James was like that, man.
I'm out. You rambling again. Rambling all the time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
443, you're live on the Boxer Voice. Who's this?
Hey, how you living? Y'all crazy, man. How you living? This Justice calling from Charm City, B-More. And hey, I got Lomachenko getting knocked out 9th round, man. He might make it through the stretch, but I'm going with Russell. Gotta go with Russell because based on his amateur experience and his professional career, I think he got enough strikes. I think he did enough. He got the experience, so I'm going with the experience. And I'm ghost riding this weekend. I'm riding with the Ghost for sure. I know more about him than this Japanese dude. I know he have over a 50% knockout ratio, but it takes more than power to win fights. And I don't really know too much about this cat, that Chad Dawson fighting, so I'm gonna reserve judgment right now. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I had to say though. But y'all, man, y'all crazy, man. Hey, Ness, I want to agree with you too. When I came in on the convo that you and Vic had about the Showtime content versus the HBO. You 100% correct, man. I fell in love with Showtime because of it. I think they are a little bit more consistent. They given us Canelo versus Lara, which is a good fight. I think Danny Garcia versus Harrell was a good one. Also, you know, I was also impressed with the Madonna versus Floyd Mayweather fight. So I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy with the schedule this year. You know, I can't wait to see what they have coming into the later season. But anyway, man. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to say. Right, I think it was you, Ness, that said Floyd snuck Baltimore, and he didn't do that. He was actually demanded to take that Baltimore fight. If you recall, him and Brian Kenny got into an argument.
Nah, listen.
On ESPN, yeah, because they said he was ducking Baltimore to fight Zab Judah. I remember that.
Exactly. He was supposed to fight Judah. He didn't. Judah fought Baltimore, lost. No, listen. He was supposed to fight Judah, didn't. Judah fought Baltimore, lost. Floyd fought Baltimore, then fought Judah.
He fought Zab Judah for go back. I can bet some money. Are you willing to bet money on this?
What, did he fought Zab Judah first?
Yeah, he fought Zab Judah first, and then he fought Baltimore, because him and Brian Kenny, it's on YouTube, go to Brian Kenny, Floyd Mayweather take a shit on Brian Kenny, and it shows you a list of fighters that Floyd Mayweather was Brian Kenny and other experts, and every time he fought these dudes, then it was always an excuse. But Baltimore was one of them. When he picked Zab Judah, because I think Zab Judah was the more talented fighter anyway. I think he was the better fighter. But anyway, I'm not gonna ramble all day because y'all life didn't start when I called the show. But like I said, Zab Judah, he picked Zab Judah, but they all demanded him. Everybody said that he was ducking Baltimore. Just go back and look at it.
Now you right. The order, your order was right. I just looked it up. Zab Judah.
That's pretty much his whole career. But yeah, I know this is show not about Mayweather, but I just wanted to say that. All right, peace. One life to live, one love to give, fellas.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in, man. Yeah, he was right on that. I thought it was the other way around. I remembered Baltimore first. I guess I was wrong. But he still slipped him in there. Fuck that. Whether it was a mandatory or not. He's Floyd Mayweather. They don't need to be fighting a fucking Baltimore. But let me see. 480. You're live on the box of us. Who's this?
Yo, Nets.
What up?
Nets. What's up, man?
Who's this?
This is Alex.
What's going on, Alex? Talk to us.
Yeah, so I wanted to call. I just had a question for you, Ness. So what's the difference? So what is
Yo, you still there? Nope. 11111, you're live.
Hello.
What's up, brother? You back?
Am I on?
Yes, man.
Ness.
Yo.
It's from Sweden again.
What's going on, Sweden?
Hey, we're enjoying the World Cup.
All right, I'm gonna get to some alumni here. Sweden, man, you dragging your feet in the mud, brother. You dragging your feet in the mud.
With the blood of a Scottish warrior coursing through his veins, this man proclaimed,
I fucking love boxing.
Call me now.
Chew, what up?
What's up, Ness? I'm fucking good, man. What's up?
Chilling.
I don't know if you guys, I just caught the show. Gary Russell against Lomachenko. Fucking Gary Russell's a bum. Let's be honest about it. He's a fucking bum. Fought no one. I can't name you a person he's fought. Can you? Without going to box right?
I cannot, but we've been taking a poll, and so far 12 people have picked Gary Russell, and 6 have picked Lomachenko. So who
are these 12 people? Name them, find them, get their addresses, ask them in the flesh, break it down. Why Gary Russell over Lomachenko? Lomachenko, fucking amateur king. possibly the greatest amateur of all world, the whole world's ever seen, already fought a better professional than Gary Russell has ever fought. Salido, the professional's professional. He's so professional, he's dirty. He's a fucking dirty slugger, fucking street urchin. You don't want to mess with Salido, and Lomachenko's going to be a better boxer for that. And I think he takes Gary Russell to school. If not, I'm going to fucking end up with egg on my face and I'm going to look like a fucking arsehole. But, you know, man, I don't care, man. I'm still on this Lomachenko train and I'm going to ride that stuff until the cows come home.
Well, just to be clear, you picked him in the Salido fight as well, so you had it wrong then.
But come on, man. You know what happened in that fight. Salido fucking threw everything like the kitchen sink at Lomachenko, man. That wasn't fair. Like that, I don't even count that as a loss. That should have been a fucking disqualification.
I didn't see anything but one fighter being introduced to the world ranks.
Let's be honest. You don't like European fighters. We know that, Nez. We've established that. But
that's not true.
The thing is,
that's not true. I've said it numerous times. I like Tyson Fury. I like Chisora. I like the Klitschko's. I like Groves. I like DeGale. And I don't mind Froch. I just don't like Ricky Burns. He's not good. I don't like Ricky Burns, you know. I don't care for a couple of guys. I mean, I like this kid. What's the young guy you guys got? The little short guy with one tattoo on his arm. Frampton. I like Frampton. I haven't seen enough of Quigg to, you know, and well, actually, I did see Quigg is pretty good too. The thing is that they look good over there, man. I just need them to fight, you know, some other people. Like, you know, like DeGale. He fucking proved that shit. He proved it to me in the Groves fight, but then wow. What he did to Brandon Gonzalez, I wasn't expecting that.
You know what, man? I mean, DeGale is like, he doesn't fight in a European style. He's just something on his own. Whereas Lomachenko is like the template. If you were to look up European fighter in the fucking dictionary, you'd see a picture of Lomachenko's face.
Hey, and MV2, don't forget that I like Victor Pistola too, remember? All you guys didn't like that fight. I like that fight, and I like him, and I want to see him back.
Oh, the guy who fucking fought Aiden?
Yep.
Oh, man, he's a bum. He's a fucking bum as well. And, listen, I don't... Like I've said before, it's not where you're from. It's how you fight. And the very fact that Lomachenko is taking all these challenges without all these fucking filler fights, to me, that is a blessing. That is excitement. We should all fucking get behind Lomachenko and hope he fucking knocks Gary Russell out.
MV2, the mistake that you're making is that you are giving him far too much credit for trying. You need to let him start actually succeeding, because just because he wants the tough fights and he's taking the tough fights doesn't mean he can win the tough fights. He could just be a dude with too much heart. Too good, you know, too good for his own good, or however the saying goes.
Better to try and fail than to never try at all, Nez. I mean, at least he's fucking trying to fucking set records.
But think about it. If he fails again, right? If he fails again, then he takes the normal route and he starts fighting guys that he's supposed to beat till he gets the experience. And then in the future, all of a sudden, it's like, oh man, imagine if he didn't fight those guys early in his career.
Does he take the normal route though? I mean, he's already got beat once. Surely after getting beat the first time, his handlers would have said, okay, we're just going to feed you 10 bums and then we'll come back to this later.
Yeah, but you see, I think that you guys are giving far too much credit to that Toledo fight, right? Because yes, it's bigger fight than anything Gary Russell's been in. Like Dream said, if you combine all of Gary Russell's fighters, it doesn't even make a Toledo, or it does make a Toledo, but it's still only one night. One night under the lights, one night with a world-class fighter, one night with that style. Gary Russell has been seeing that in the amateurs as well. Let's not forget he was an Olympian as well. Also, he's been having different styles. Lomachenko had one brawler style. He's never seen a style like Gary Russell. They never even fought in the amateurs. They have a common opponent that only Lomachenko remembers. Lomachenko, remember earlier, Vic, I said that Gary Russell sounded confident, but Lomachenko's even more confident. Even with the losses, he thinks that he's better. And that could be the problem. Sometimes you need someone to manage your career because, you know, look, man, he's clearly putting himself in hot water.
So you guys are picking Gary Russell?
No, Vic and Beeb are picking Lomachenko.
Sorry, Ness, I had to watch my Puerto Rican brother do work. But yeah, I'm picking Lomachenko.
Guys, you're picking Gary Russell?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that means Lomachenko's going to win then?
Yep, because I'm cursed. All you gotta do is pick the opposite of me. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You guys are the one buying into the hype, not me. Both of these guys, listen, let's not get it confused either. Both of these guys are hyped up. But Saturday night, we'll find out who has dog in their fight. And Lomachenko, I don't know. I'm not, you know, hey, if he wins, it's good because it's better for boxing. They got a story. You know, he broke some type of record probably, you know, third fight, he got a championship or something, whatever. That's cool. But, you know, I'm going to go with Russell for now.
You know, I respect that, but the thing is, like, where is the opponent on Gary Russell's record that makes me pick against Lomachenko? You know what I mean?
Where was the opponent, MV2, where was the opponent on Chris Algieri's resume to make you pick him against Provatnikov?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Nez. But if you look about that fight, that was brawler against boxer. Styles make fights. In hindsight, if we knew how good Algieri was, technically, most people would have picked Algieri on that basis. But, you know, in this fight, it's a kind of funny Styles matchup. It's boxer against boxer. Both these guys can punch.
I disagree. And you got some feedback, MV2. Turn off your computer back there.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah.
Actually, I don't think it's boxer versus boxer. Beeb, you're our technical analyst. You're our Teddy Atlas. Would you categorize Gary Russell as a boxer? I think that he's too slick and fluid to be just called a boxer. You know, I mean, he's kind of like the. Well, I can't say Ray Leonard because Leonard definitely used.
Both guys have been called boxer punchers, but I think Lomachenko may hit a little bit harder, and he may have more of a variety of offense where he goes to the body very well. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a better inside fighter, and he's a bigger guy. I think he's going to muscle him. But both guys I've heard called boxer punches, and you can make an argument, but the problem with Gary Russell is I think he's more boxer than he is puncher. I think he's maybe 65, 70% boxer, and the rest puncher, whereas Lomachenko's kind of 50-50. You can maybe even say he's more of a puncher than he is a boxer, but you know, nevertheless, he's still technical in his own right. He's a guy who kind of likes to fight more than he likes to box. And you know, in the first half of the fight with Salido, he was a little tentative and he tried to box maybe a little bit too much and play cautious. But you saw when he decided that he wanted to fight, he had a good second half of that fight. You know what I mean? He started coming on in the end, and he hurt Salido. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he was possibly going to stop him. So both boxer punches, but I think Gary Russell's more on the boxer side, and I think you can make an argument for Lomachenko being a little bit more on the puncher side. So that's how I sum it up.
My thing is, Lomachenko was put in front of Salido. He was supposed to look good. people have looked good in front of Salido. Salido's there to be hit. So where's this guy's power? He didn't even drop him. Mikey Garcia has power. He dropped him. Gamboa has power. He dropped him. Lopez, he didn't. Yeah, he dropped him. Why didn't Lomachenko drop him?
Lopez dropped Salido?
Yes. They dropped each other in one of those fights.
Salido also had a big weight.
I'm not going to dismiss Lomachenko's power. I mean, he hurt him at the end. He was backing him up at the end. And the 12th round, he looked like, you know, if the round didn't run out, it looked like he may have possibly been in a position to stop Salido. I mean, I don't know, but he hurt Salido, so I think he can punch.
And since we're talking adversity, which is basically the basis of MV Chu's picking, you know, oh, he tried, he fought guys that Gary Russell hasn't even fought. Okay. But since we're talking adversity, I mean, Gary Russell broke his hand in a fight and fought for like 10 rounds with one hand. Like, I mean,
yeah, against a bum.
He breaks his hand against Lomachenko in a fight. He's not going to win. Exactly. Just put it that way.
Maybe not. Maybe
in my opinion.
That's good, but
I do commend him. I do commend him though. That does take a lot of heart and, you know, mental strength to do that. But I don't know if he would have done it if he was in there with a top-notch guy. I mean, we've seen guys break hands and, you know, stop several times. But we've seen guys fight on when they're fighting against journeymen because they realize they can beat the guy with one hand. I don't think you could beat a top contender with one hand. It's not, you know, not someone that's as skilled as a Lomachenko, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
This is why I titled the show Lomachenko Russell, because this is more intriguing than any fight on that card. This card is going to give us answers. Unfortunately, even if Gary Russell wins, hear my voice, guys. Even if he wins, I don't know how much this proves to me, because Lomachenko still only has 2 fights. Like, he still only has 2 fights.
Yeah, but you learn more from one loss than you do 20 bums in a row.
But MV Chu, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Didn't you hear what I said?
You learned more in that one fight than Gary Russell learned in his whole career. He's right, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, you know, that's both of you guys' opinion, but I wasn't disagreeing with MV Chu. What I'm trying to tell MV Chu is, even if Gary Russell wins, I don't know if this truly tells me what I needed to tell me, because at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of people to call in and say, oh, this dude only had 3 fights or 2 fights. Gary Russell need to step it up now. He got a belt. He better fight so-and-so. He got to fight so-and-so. Lomachenko only had 2 fights. He's just a European. Oh, he was Russian. Come on, you know you're going to hear that shit. We do this shit too long. We've been talking on this show for 3 years, you and I. You've heard these same excuses.
Yeah, but Nez, can I just say, like, this is Russell's first step up. It's a hell of a step up.
All
fucking
right.
Lomachenko.
Well, give him credit when he wins. That's all I'm saying. Give him credit when he wins.
I'll give him credit, but to be honest, the only reason his team are taking this fight is because it's Lomachenko's 3rd fight. If this was Lomachenko in his 10th fight, they wouldn't fight him. They want to get him now while he's fucking raw, while he's green.
Well,
and,
I don't know if I could agree with that, because we interviewed Gary Russell and he was trying to get the Abner Mares fight before Abner Mares got knocked out.
Abner Mares isn't a featherweight. He's a bantamweight who gets knocked out as soon as he fights guys who are featherweights, and I'm not surprised he wants that fight. He would probably knock Mares out.
Yeah, but before Abner Mares got knocked out, he was trying to get that fight. When Abner Mares was fighting tough guy after tough guy and beating. Now you're going to discredit him after one fucking knockout. This is the bullshit I got to put up with, you fickle fucking boxing fans.
You know what, man? I would give Gary Russell respect if he fought Rigondeaux. Go fight fucking Rigondeaux.
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, why
That's a big
doesn't
step.
Lomachenko, the quote-unquote greatest amateur in the world, when all he did was do the same shit that Rigondeaux did, but his skin is white? Because Rigondeaux got 2 gold medals too.
You know, that would be a great fight. That would be the dream fight.
It wouldn't be no
Rigondeaux,
great fight.
Lomachenko.
It wouldn't be a great fight. It'll be one
Why?
mother crying just profusely, just nonstop, because her son would be dead because you wished Rigondeaux to put him in the ring with him.
Yes.
Yo, Rigondeaux is one of the
That's
greatest.
horrible.
One of the greatest. He will not lose to this dude. Top Rank
You
had
know
the
what, I
option to do that. If they wanted to get Lomachenko a title so bad, why they went with Salido instead of Rigondeaux? He could have been pound for pound in his first fight. But they know fucking better. They learned their lesson with Donaire. Let's not play stupid here, because we're all very smart. And Rigondeaux would beat the shit out that boy. He couldn't handle Salido. Come on.
Yeah, but Salido's, he's a barroom brawler. He's
Yeah,
the
well,
guy that you would expect him-
Gamboa handled Salido. Gamboa handled Salido.
Listen, I'm going to put my hand on my heart here. I'm just going to say Lomachenko is technically superb.
He
And
is,
to beat
though.
that, you need to be a slugger.
I believe that. I believe that he is, you know, what I consider like European technical, you know, high guard, very straight jab, very straight, you know, whatever. Is he a lefty or southpaw? But whatever the hand that comes after his jab, depending if he's southpaw or fucking orthodox, it's everything is straight. He's very compact. Like Beef said, he does good work to the body. My thing is, Russell's a counterpuncher. What happens when he's doing some work to that body? Boop, gets counterpunched on that chin.
Yeah, but, I mean, Russell's been beating up bums, though. He's going to get a shock to the system when he finds that his counters aren't going to land because the guy's moving his head.
Well, Lomachenko didn't have to worry about a guy not moving his head because he fought Salido. What's he going to do now when a guy's going to be gliding around the ring?
This is all subjective, man. I mean, we could just go around in circles. All I'm saying is that Gary Russell has got a history of breaking his hands. He's got a history of fighting bums. So what if he breaks his hands against Lomachenko? He's going to get knocked out. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a career killer. Lomachenko's going to snatch that soul.
Whatever.
And he's going to take it. He's going to take it back to Ukraine.
That'll be the day. Hey, MV Chew, let me do the chat room roll call real quick. We got Adolf Mayweather in there, Ari Gold, the Beebster, B Rich, Dave the Sinister, Die Hard Casual Fan. I love that. Dice Reds. What's up, brother? Giving quality 24/7. Some more freaking guests. Beeb's favorite hater, Gus the Gook. Gus the Gook. Who else we got here? Jasmine Guy, Jaspanchi, Cam UK, Mr. Jordan, MV Chew, Nelta. Oh man. Asshole. Nothing for something. Ringleader X Dank. The 177. Zed, Jaggernaut, and a bunch of guests. Man, I hate you guys with your guest shit. Let me get you some callers, MV2, because I'm going to leave you on, though. 602. This might be James or it just might be another Phoenix, Arizona. Who's this?
Yo, what up, Boxing Boys? This is Brandon from Phoenix.
What up, Brandon?
Oh, not much, man. Just listening to it. Appreciate you guys putting on the podcast. My thoughts on the Lomachenko fight, Gary Russell, is I'm actually picking Lomachenko, man. I kind of, got to go with everybody else, Ness. I mean, I think that my thing with Gary Russell is that he's got really short arms, even though he's very fast, you know what I mean? And I don't think he's going to be able just to come in and out on Lomachenko like that. I think Lomachenko's probably going to give him that work tonight or on Saturday.
Damn, you just made it 7-12, so it's only a five-person difference. 7-12 on the Lomachenko Russell.
It's a tight fight. I mean, I'm actually kind of mad that we're getting this fight now because to me this would be a really big fight if they both had belts. Were kind of on in their careers a little bit more.
versus getting it right now. You know, there'd be a lot more to build around. I mean, because to me, this is a headline type fight. You know, you got two really eye-opening talents, you know, doing their thing tomorrow. So this is a really good fight. And then
I can't believe you guys are in love with Lomachenko. You're calling him a headliner. This guy hasn't beaten anyone. Literally, he's literally not beaten anyone.
He's got the talent, though. He's got the talent. He's got the style, and he's got the talent to be that type of dude. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like
hey, Brandon,
back when
I hope
Lopez.
that you're right. I hope that you're right. And this Saturday night, this fight is everything that we expect, because I'm expecting it to be good too. But I'm not getting carried away with saying this is a head. I mean, you know, going based on the people on this card, yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they made this fight the headline. But just saying it like theoretically, like, oh, this is a headline fight. Nah, man, this dude ain't did shit. He can headline my fucking.
That's my point, though. Is
he
that
can headline my
been,
backyard.
If it could have been like 2 years from now, when both of them were on in their careers a little bit more, that this could have been a really big fight. So that's what I'm saying. If you know what we think of both of them is true.
Well, what we think of one of them, yeah, I don't know about both of them.
All right, man. That's all I got for you, man. Y'all stay up.
All right, Brandon. Thanks for calling in, man. 817, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
What's up, fellas? This is Jasper.
Jasper, what up?
I just want to get my picks, first of all. I want Lomachenko to win, but I just have a feeling Russell's going to win, so I'm going to roll with Russell. I think Alexander's going to pull it out. I think he might have some hard moments in there. Might get hit by one of those Soto Cross kind of throws one of those Maidana overhand right hands sometimes, it seems like. So I could see Alexander getting clipped maybe, but making it through there and winning on points. And what's the other one? Guerrero and who?
Kamagai.
Kamagai. So I don't know. I just have to go with Guerrero on that one.
I hear you, brother. That's my pick too. Never heard of Kamagai. I'm going with Guerrero, man. Hey, thanks for calling in, brother. I'm gonna get to some other callers. We on drive-by mode. The time is 9:51 over here. That means you got 9 minutes to call 646-478-3068 before you can no longer listen on your computer, smartphone, web browser, or whatever other thing that you use. But if you call in, you can make it through. 832, you're live on the Boxing Voice.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Hey, nothing, man. I'm picking Gary Russell, man.
Gary Russell, so that makes it, what, 15-7 now? No, wait. We were at 12-7. We were at 12-5, and the last two callers. So we got 14 to. Yo, dude, you got to put away the laced potato chips. You got so much static or background noise. You're killing us here. 626, you're live on the Boxing Voice.
Hey, it's me again, Neff.
What's up, brother? Nelta, right?
Yo, yeah.
What up?
Yeah, man, you just see Oscar De La Hoya trying to kiss Floyd Mayweather's ass so that he can keep promoting him?
Nah, man, I'm doing the show, but tell me what happened.
Yeah, man, like they were just interviewing him. I figured Vic would have seen it because he was just watching it. But yeah, they were interviewing him, and he was talking about like how he wanted to work with him again, wanted to have like down a rematch and all that stuff. And, yeah, it was just funny because like not too long ago, he was talking
so
all kinds of shit about him.
So he said we want to work with him again. He didn't say we are working with him.
Well, he didn't say anything specific, but I mean, he was just saying that like, oh yeah, he likes working with Floyd and stuff like that. Hopes to continue to do so. I don't have the exact wording because I was listening to you guys and that at the same time, so I'd have to check back. But I'm sure Vic's probably recorded it. So
hey, so since you're on, you might as well say it so it could be recorded in case we want to use it as a soundbite one day that you're picking Karas.
Yeah, man, I'm going with him because I think he might be able to do to Alexander what Pettibon was on his way to doing to Jalen Love. Similar style clash right there.
Okay.
But I mean, Alexander will probably hug him to a decision, but But yeah, I'm
No,
picking
man,
Cross. Fuck it.
that's what I hate about Alexander, man. That fucking holding and shit. He was he was so good at 140, man.
Until Bradley got in his ass.
But that was a layoff too, man. They both took that layoff because that fight we was pushing for so bad. So that's when HBO used to get involved and make fights
Nah,
that
but
we
hey,
wanted,
but
man.
that layoff ain't hurt Bradley though. Bradley tagged his ass. Bradley went in there and beat the shit out of him, and then he had him crying out of the ring, talking about his eye was hurting, and then
Yeah, but no.
fine after the decision is announced.
No, didn't Bradley take the Abregu fight? Devin is the one that had the layoff. Bradley had that in between. He moved up to 147. He was still with Gary Shaw.
I don't think there was that big of a gap between when the last time the two of them fought, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, and you know what? I take it back anyway because I'm not making excuses. He that's when he showed the signs of no heart. Like when you come forward.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, Nelt, I gotta go. I got some other callers here, brother. And we're on drive-by mode. 505, you're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this?
This is Tony.
Tony, what's up, brother? Talk to me. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
All right. This is the first time I think we get a New Mexico caller. I've never seen a 505. So what's on your mind?
I just want to make my pick. I'm going to go with Lomachenko with the Jerry Russell.
Wow.
And I'm going to go with Devin Alexander. With those two guys, those two picks right there. And then I was going to call you guys to ask if you guys heard that Robert Garcia and Ariza ain't working together anymore.
Yes, I heard that. What happened?
I don't know. I just seen it on YouTube. I saw that. I guess he wasn't training Brandon Rios anymore, so he didn't say why, and I haven't really heard much of it. I was thinking maybe one of you guys heard something about that.
Now, I didn't even get to watch that video, so a bunch of people sent it to me. Vic is watching boxing. He probably does know. But, hey, man, thanks for calling in. I know I'm kind of making it short for you, but you're at the end of the show. We got a bunch of other calls we got to get to. We're on drive-by mode. I believe it's your first time calling, right?
Wait, thank you, time. I called a long time ago when Canelo fought Trout. Trout was Mexico. I went for Trout. Yeah.
Okay. All right, brother. Well, thanks again for calling in, brother. And just call a little sooner. You get a little more burning time. Juggernaut, you're live. What's going on, brother?
Yo, I got Gary Russell Jr. Winning this fight. And I want to ask you and Vic something. Is Ponce de Leon, is he a Hall of Famer?
Ponce de Leon?
Probably not. Probably
Hell
not.
No.
Nah, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Well, you know, he got
Nah.
2 titles. He got 2 titles, and he beat Johnny Gonzalez.
Big, count is at 14-8. Right? No, you just pick. Who did you just pick?
Gary Russell.
Gary Russell.
Hey, before I
so
leave, I
that's
just want to say
15.
this. You need to pump your brakes on Devin Alexander. He was not holding Madonna, man. He was schooling him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hey, like I said, there's a video. All you got to do is Google it. It's called Devin Alexander versus Maidana. I think it's called Clinch Counter or something. Check it. 117 times, my friend.
117. I don't remember that.
Check it. Google it. It's on YouTube. I think you can either find it quicker under John Chavez or Boxing Truth because they made the video a bunch of years ago. 90 seconds left, Juggernaut. I got to get on to some other callers, brother. It's drive-by mode. Canadian Jose, what's up, brother? Talk to me.
Yo, man, I'll go really quick. I just got Gary Russell Jr. and I got Devin Alexander as well. But Devin Alexander by destruction, man. He's going to kill him. And shout out to that kid in Sweden, man. Poor guy, man. Wood goes on and calls his dad a faggot. That's not cool, Wood. Come on, man. That's it, man.
All right, Jose. So, Vic, Jose just made it 16
60
to 8.
seconds.
602. You're live on the Boxing Voice. You're the last caller. Holler at us.
Last but the greatest. What up, Ness? James.
Oh, it's James. James, man, you was taking a lot of heat earlier.
Yo, I'm big getting texts. I hear Wood is not only trashing on fucking Swedish people, he's trashing on James.
Yeah,
That's
man.
my Miguel Cotto.
He says that once Algieri won, you took a picture with your thumbs and your forefingers together, creating the heart.
Nah, I guess that's not true. I don't know. But yeah, yo, so you said we're in drive-by mode, so I'll make it quick. But I'm rolling with Vic and Beeb. I'm going with Lomachenko.
Oh, man.
Thank you, James. Good to be back on the winning team, huh, James?
You know why he's over there?
10
okay,
seconds.
So everyone's like, oh, you know, Gary Russell's speed. Okay, because he doesn't have that much power. I don't believe Gary Russell has that much power. His speed has been solved before, so everyone's like, oh, you're only saying it because some caller called in earlier. And the only reason why we're picking Lomachenko is because of his amateur record. Well, of course, because now in amateurs, all you got is speed. That's the majority of the people that are out there. So he's going to be able to handle the speed. Plus, Lomachenko's so much taller than him. So I think what it's going to come down to is a boxing match. If I had to pick who I think is going to win in a boxing match, like straight up boxing, boxer versus boxer, it's going to be Lomachenko. Because what's going to happen is he's going to trouble him on the outside, and then Gary Russell's going to try to get on the inside and use his short little stubby arms to try to speed up some little, or to try to get some offense going with his little quick combinations. But by that time, you're going to see the footwork of Lomachenko come in. He's got a chin. I don't know if Gary Russell has a chin. Also, those hands are made of glass. He hits Lomachenko once, those hands can be done, and then all of a sudden we're going to hear the excuses. He didn't break his hands. So, I mean, I picked against Lomachenko in the last fight, but I'm not picking him against Gary Russell. I'm also picking Devin Alexander to beat Cross. I think that Cross is going to try to make it ugly. He's going to try to make it a tough fight, but in the end, I think it's going to be Devin Alexander with that clinch fest that you were just talking about. He has more to lose than Cross does, and I think that he's going to come out. And plus, I think he's on another level than Cross is. Cross's best win, Berto, and Berto, he was getting his ass beat in the Berto fight too. So he might have won that fight, but he definitely took some punishment in that. So got him. Then I'm going to go with Robert Guerrero. So mark me down for all the fucking red corner this week.
All right. Hey, in the chat, it seems like they posted the link to the Alexander Maidana, and it's 119 clinches. So feast on that. But this has been Thursday night edition of Vasyl Lomachenko, or whatever the hell.
Vasyl, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, I mean, time and time again, I've told you to be the guy to pronounce these guys' names. You choose to be watching TV.
Hey, come on. You didn't see him against Toledo? Come on, man. Vasyl. He's been on HBO a few times.
Vasyl? Is Vasyl? I thought it was Vasily because it had a Y. Doesn't it have a wire at the end or some shit?
No, it's got a no at the end.
All right, Lomachenko versus Gary Russell. This has been a preview. I'm your host, Ness GTO, joined alongside, of course, James. Is he still there? Yes, he is. James, Beeb, and Vic. And you can find them at
Boxing Voice _ Vic.
There be one.
Jameson Rocket. Jameson with an I.
All right, brothers.
One.
Hey guys, I just want to send a special thank you to all of you guys that are listening to the Boxing Voice and downloading us on iTunes, rating us 5 stars. We would like you to continue to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at the Boxing Voice, and for anybody interested in writing for the site, you can definitely do so by shooting us an email over at theboxingvoice@yahoo.com. Address your email to Victor Salazar. He's the editor-in-chief. Send something over so that he can read. If he likes what he reads, you're part of the team. And remember, leave him a 5-star review. You're already part of the team. Later, guys. Till next episode.